Oh no! Oh no! 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 Hello, hello, hello! I had. I had the I had the stuff over Arena so I could see it, and it had just been working for me. And now I fire up the stream, and what do we have? Oh, you have to restart. It's a disaster. Things are going horribly. Oh my god. So apparently we have to, now you can see my desktop. What a, Arena. It has not been, hello everyone. Welcome. Good to see ya for day one of Zendikar Rising. I'm hyped. We're going to try limited. Arena though, oh man. Arena has been in the worst shape of all time. If it doesn't work, we're going to Moto. We're drafting on Moto if it doesn't work. So initially I was like, all right, we're going to play Arena. Then I was like, all right, Arena's not working. We'll just play Moto. And then Arena, it deceived me into thinking it was working. So I was like, all right, we'll do Arena, but now we might be going back to Moto. Hopefully everyone is doing well. I will say, a little embarrassing to have this big set release rotation and have the client just like not work all afternoon, which is, Wizards. I mean, I feel bad for Wizards. I'm sure their job is hard and it's not as easy as we think, but good lord, it is not ideal to have your big new client just kind of not work on release day for your big new set. But you're leaving, Antikari. No. So usually the first stream after the preview stream, we usually do a limited stream to get ready for pre-release for the weekend. So I know we're mostly constructed streamers, but this is our one set release draft stream, and then we'll be back to playing normal constructed stuff next week. So that is, if I get to the draft, we'll see if it works. So how's everyone doing today? I know Arena's not been doing well. Hopefully y'all are doing better than Arena's been doing. Apparently we gotta play traditional draft. Is that what that's saying? Like, do they not just have best of one draft? Is that not a thing you can do? Does that not actually exist? Premier draft, sealed, traditional. Oh, premier. Is premier draft? Which one is best of one? Premier is best of one? I actually prefer best of one for limited, and doubly so for best of one on stream. So how's everyone doing tonight? I'm hyped. Zendikar Rising, we'll see. We'll see how busted this set is, but I'm excited for it. So hopefully everyone is doing well. But yes, this is our once per set limited stream, getting ready for pre-release this weekend. Does anyone actually have pre-release events? Like, does anyone have LGSs to go to at this point? Why do you prefer best of one? I don't prefer best of one for constructed at all. Like, I really don't like it for best of one for constructed, but for limited, I actually kind of like it. I feel like I don't sideboard that much in limited anyway, and you get to see more archetypes, and then presumably get back into your draft quicker, into another draft quicker. So I think that's my big reason. Hello, Cust. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for our new subscriber. What's up, Bottom Jack? How are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Welcome. But anyway, yes. So it's draft night. We're gonna explore this crazy new set together. It's gonna be fun. Reminders, and then we're gonna just like jump right into it. Hey, what's up, Zach? You made it for draft night. It is draft night. I figured you'd like that. I know you like limited. Replay YouTube, that's where you find all the old streams, including this one in the future. Normal YouTube. So chat, let me know what you think about this. We've just been talking about this, so you probably know. Hey, what's up, Benny? Good to see you, Benny. So you probably know, normally on the YouTube we publish. Yeah, we're gonna try it. We're gonna take our chances and see if it works. Normally on the YouTube, we publish videos at 11 p.m. Eastern time. I know we've talked about switching this before. We tried it a little bit. I think we're going to switch it. So instead of going up in the middle of the night, they go up in the middle of the day. What do you think about that, chat? What do you think about it? Would you prefer videos going up during the daylight hours rather than the middle of the night? Would that be more convenient for you? Jeff Boyardee for the 5th month. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Yeah, that would be something like 11 a.m. or noon, something like that. Could we just do 6 p.m. Eastern? I mean, if they go up at noon, they would be live by 6 p.m. Eastern instead of at 11 p.m. I mean, you can still watch them anytime. It's YouTube, so you can still watch them at any time you want to. But yeah, I know. So Arena's been wild today. I'm in right now. We're gonna try it. If it doesn't work, we'll jump over to Moto. It's been working for me for like the last hour-ish. So we have a sponsor tonight, of course, as per usual, and they are awesome, and they are Card Kingdom. And if you need some magical cards, you get them at cardkingdom.com. Zendikar Rising, up for pre-order now. Still not out in paper, but you can get your pre-orders in. Even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker. So thank you so much to Card Kingdom for supporting the stream. Otherwise, merch page has tokens, t-shirts, playmats. It is better for European viewers, for sure. I've noticed that with the stream. Like, the Monday afternoon stream, way more popular with European viewers because it's not happening at like 2 a.m. their time or whatever, 3 a.m., some ridiculous time. The Discord is doing improved donations. Always appreciated. Never requires. $2 more gets your message read on stream. Everyone is talking about Moto is outdated, but at least it works consistently. Yeah, I noticed that today a lot of people jumped over. Like Kenji, I think, was trying to do Arena, and then it just wasn't working. I was like, we'll just Moto it. And Moto, while it might not be pretty, and it might not be fast, and it might not be hashtag top 5 esport, it usually does function. While Arena's giving us black screens, Moto just keeps putting along. Is the renewal rewards fixed now for new standard? It is. I don't know. One piece of feedback for Wizards with the renewal rewards: it would be better if it was all the new set. Like, I opened mine, and I got, I think, 3 Zendikar Rising cards, and then 7 gems from cards that I must have already had from other sets. So, having them all be the newest set, I think would be way more exciting than the old sets as well. But Johnsy Wannabe for the 7th month. Hey Seth, big fan. If you have time, let me know your thoughts on this budget Belcher Lich for Modern. Yeah, I see people are all over Belcher in Modern. I'm excited to try Belcher in Modern too. We just need more cards on Moto. They're starting to filter in. That looks sweet. That is, Cycling Belcher. Interesting. That is a unique take on it for sure. I mean, I think Belcher is pretty powerful for sure. I think it's improved a lot. Anyway, everyone. Play Zendikar. That's right. I haven't entered my code yet. Will this make Arena die? Is it gonna... waiting for server. Wait, Arena. Play Zendikar. Give me those sweet, sweet packs. Thank you, Arena. See, Arena's, it's kind of working. So what do you think, chat? Not over and under wins. Over and under how many matches we make it through before Arena crashes. Mechadire, welcome to the Fishbowl for the 19th month. Thank you for your subscription. Big soup here for you. Are we just going to switch to Moto? We might just switch. If this is going to be doing this, we might just... we got there. We got there. We made it. It took an hour or two, but we got there. Pack number 1. Give us something good. We need those mythics. Coralhelm Chronicler. I will say, chat, I think that Kicker is better than people give it credit for. It seems like a janky casual archetype or a limited archetype, but I think Kicker... I've been trying to get this on Moto for the Landfall deck. I don't really care about it in Standard, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it. We got no fear. We got no... Zaristan. All right, one more pack, and then it's draft time. Seriously, Seth, Arena not really stable right now. You're going to get stuck with loading screen after every game. It had been really bad this afternoon, but then it started working. I kind of want to try it. I think it's going to work. I have faith. I don't know why I have faith in Arena at the moment, but I think it's going to work. Yeah, I think Kicker could be a sweet Standard deck. All right, chat, are you ready? Are you ready for our first ever Zendikar Rising draft? I think it's time. We're going to do Premier Draft. Are we good? What are we hoping for? I have done, like I said, 1/2 of one draft. Jedi Camper, thank you so much. I love the resub. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big tube for you. I mean, if it crashes, then we'll go to Magic Online. All right, here we go. Pack 1, pick 1, Zendikar Rising draft. We're in. Give us something good. Give us some... 100,000 gold. 10,000 gold. That's a lot of gold. Good lord, Wizards. That's a lot of gold. Justerper, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup here for you. Thank you. Arena. Arena started working for me like an hour ago. I'm not sure it's working for everyone. I think it still comes and goes for people, but it didn't work for me all afternoon until an hour ago. What's the Windmill Slam pick? Ugh. Grakmaw? How do I make these bigger so you can actually see them? Can I make them bigger? I gotta be able to make them bigger. So our rare is Grakmaw, Skyclave Ravager, +1/+1 counter, green, black, +1/+1 counter deck. Thundering Spark Mage, I think is actually really sweet if we want to build a party deck. Probably one of the best party creatures for limited. Colony Ambush, good flip land. Vastwood Surge, fixing, which is probably necessary if we end up like 5 colors. Landfall Ox isn't great. Upper right corner. Yeah, I guess that's a little better. Nectar Pot, so a bunch of landfall stuff. Field Research, I do like drawing cards. I think it's either Grakmaw or Thundering Spark Mage. Are we partying or are we going towards Grakmaw? It's one of those two. All right, we'll take the rare. We'll try the rare. It's nice to. Wait, no, that button doesn't do it. That button. Push the button next to. I know there's a way to. I don't want. No, please. I don't want Draft Helper. Ooh, wow. Okay, that's a bomby pick. I'm surprised that's still in the pack. Hagra Mauling. That's a land. That's a removal spell. I mean, hopefully we get to do 2 drafts. So maybe we'll party in draft 2. Elf, welcome. I mean, we got to take this Mauling. I don't think anything else close. There's got to be a way to make these cards bigger. Why do I not know how to make the cards bigger? Not that. Hey, what's up, Bugarooks? I mean, we're taking the rare. Nothing else in this pack is super. I wonder how good Subtle Strike is. It's probably fine. Blood Price's card draw. I bet if you get a bunch of these, they're probably insane. You build a good warrior deck, but we'll take the removal spell. Top right corner. So there's this button that changes the deck layout. That doesn't do anything. There's settings, which does settings. There's this, which I don't even know what this does. Something that I don't care about. And then there's my vault. I don't see any of those. None of those buttons seem to make the cards bigger. Ooh, Ruin Crab. Oh, Mill is probably really good in limited, but I think the ship, well, we could take it. We could try to Mill. And maybe just not play Grakmaw and just be the crab deck. Otherwise, good card draw. Oh, actually, Deadly Alliance is good. We can just take Deadly Alliance. Let's stay the course. Yeah, I guess this makes them bigger. I thought there was a way you could just scale them bigger, but probably not. Blue does look open, but black is looking pretty open too. What does this do? 6 mana, 6/5 trample. When enters the battlefield, bounce 2 of your own lands. Broken Wings, kind of a sideboard card, but we're playing best of 1. Probably just Pluck a Predation. It's a land, it's a spell. The land spells seem even better in limited. Like, they seem just great in limited. Feed the clan. I mean, we're gonna have all the removal. Just kill everything and then Grakmaw. I wonder, could we be party? Can we be green-black party? Drana Silencer. Ugh. It's so expensive. I think you gotta be more party-ish for that. Feed the Swarm? I do have moral objections to this card existing, but I'm not above killing things with it in limited. Namana Skydancer seems fine, but you can't really. I don't think we can pass limited. Also worth noting, Nahiri's Binding still floating around. That's a really good removal spell. No, this is a draft against real people. This is a real draft. Stu Show with the 1-year resub. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you. Ooh, this seems perfect for our deck. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. +1/+1 counter payoff. Can sack our Grakmaw in response to removal. Otherwise, Deadworm, whatever. Mighty Miraza, whatever. Reclaim the Waste, we might play it, but I think it's easy. Easy Skyclave Shadowcat. That just works really well with the +1/+1 counter theme. What do you think of this card, chat? Like, how good is this card? What deck am I most excited about in Historic. Omnath Tribal. Elementals for days. Welcome to the Fishbowl for the 12th month. Thank you for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So, bad pump spell, bad land enchantment spell. Thankfully, there's not a ton in other colors that we're missing out on. Do we want this pump spell? So it's a bad giant growth. 2-mana giant growth. I don't think we want the pump spell. I don't know if we're going to play Zendikar either, but I don't think we're going to play the pump spell. Bodies are probably good. Blood Price. 4 mana. Grab 2 of your top 4 cards. The rest go on the bottom. So 4 mana, like, draw 2, lose 2? Pack Beast might not be the worst. We do have a party removal spell. I don't think we're going to be a party deck, but it is a 2-drop. We do want our curve to be relevant. Yeah, we're definitely in black. We don't have anything that works with... Oh, no. Yeah, all right. We'll take the Pack Beast. We don't have anything that works with... Ooh, that works with +1/+1 counters. We want to build on the +1/+1 counter theme. I think that's where we're going. Hydra Constrictor comes into play 2 counters. Each +1/+1 counter creature gets Menace. That works with Grakmaw. That works with our Cat Horror. Ooh, getting back to spell lands actually is kind of sweet. That could be worth considering. Well, I think this is an easy Constrictor. Ooh, wow, the Lord. No one's drafting Warriors. The Lord is tabling. Yeah, it's definitely fun to play draft once in a while. How about finding someone to do rough drafts to get on Goldfish? That would be sweet. I do that once in a while, but not consistently enough. Yeah, let's take the card draw. I'm not sure about Subtle Strike yet. So many 3-drops. Well, take the card that's in our colors. Take Broken Wings, which probably not main deckable. Take Highborn Vampire. And, wow, black's open. We're getting all the black cards. All the black cards. Yeah, Arena's been really rough today. I finally did get my Wayward Guide Bees. Finally. It took some work. Got my order from Card Kingdom today. Time to pick up, time to sleeve up Sigarda. Ooh, new commander deck, Doug? That's sweet. Alright. Pack 2. Our rare is Legion Angel. Not going to do it for our deck. Our uncommons are mostly not for us. Double Master style. I don't know if reinstalling will help. I reinstalled and it didn't help. I don't know what makes it work and not work. And why it works sometimes, it doesn't other times. Scale the Heights does put a counter on something. We could take Adventure. We, like, incidentally have some party stuff. Yeah, all right, we'll take the Veteran. We'll be party counters. Oh, yes. Oh, no. How good is the cat? How good is Skyclave Cat? I'm really... Oh, there's also Feed the Clan. I feel like in green-black +1/+1 counters, this should be insane, right? Could sack a creature, put a counter on it. It's already a hill giant. And then when a creature with a counter dies, you get to draw a card. Is that better than another Feed the Swarm? Feed the Swarm, the damage does add up. Like, it does add up after a while. We demand a weekly series for drafts from Goldfish. We are more than you think. Come on, everybody. Love draft. Show your love for it. More draft content would be good. Removal is better. We do have... So far we have Feed the Swarm. Yeah, we don't have that much. Ugh. All right, I'm gonna take the removal. Seems like there's some chance at least that maybe the +1/+1 counter cat tables, unless you're playing our deck. It's not super high value. Probably we got to look at our curve. All right, let's trim some of this stuff out of here. What are we not playing? Broken Wings can go on the sideboard. This Brute can probably go on the sideboard. Highborn Vampire, hopefully we don't have to play. Zendikar can go on the sideboard. Deadworm, probably sideboard. We are going to need more 2-drops. Probably just taking the Scythe Cat, I guess. I guess we're like Cat Tribal. It does get a counter when a land comes into play. Helichrome! I second board drafts, limited content on the YouTube channel. Have you played Tinker's Cube Draft at all? I have not played any Tinker's Cube. I've heard that it's sweet, though. Is that your real voice serious question? Yeah? It is. We're live. I'm talking to you. It is my real voice. That's a 2-drop. Can kick to come into play with counters. Also, acquisitions expert. Vanquish. Power 3 or less. We're gonna take acquisitions expert. I feel like our removal's doing okay. Oh, Roost of Drakes. I wish we were the kicker deck. I think the kicker deck would probably be super fun. We just don't have the cards for it. Winter Millant. How are you? Welcome to the Fishbowl. First time sub. Big soup cheer for you. Thank you. What was really weird? Your tweet did play into it. Listen, Dak. I was already considering it because traditionally. Oh, that's a 2-drop. We'll take the 2-drop. Traditionally, we do the limited stream, the first stream after preview day. So I was already thinking about it, but your tweet sealed the deal. I was like, all right, we gotta do it. We gotta keep the tradition going. Not much here, really. Bunch of random white cards. Highborn Vampire. When it enters a battlefield, equipped to a creature. Not great. We're not warriors. We're not red. We'll take the card draw. I don't know how many blood prices we can actually play. Is the beard real? No, the beard is fake. The voice is real. The beard is 100% fake. I don't feel like we have enough warriors to make Axe work. I don't know if we have any warriors. What are we taking here? Pump Spell. Random 4-drop. Utility Knife. Well, I guess we'll take this Pump Spell. None of those picks excite me. 2-2. Well, all right. 2-drop. I am concerned about just having enough 2-drops in like an absolute sense. We already have a Broken Wings. Random blue cards. Take the 2-drop. We want our curve to work. Ooh, this is interesting. So, what do you think, chat? Blood Beckoning. Getting a creature or maybe 2 back from the graveyard. Scale the Heights, putting a +1/+1 counter on thing. Ooh. I kind of want Blood Beckoning. Scale. All right, we'll take Scale. I'll go with you, chat. I do think Blood... Oh, the cat came back. I had a feeling it would. Oh, that is perfect. That is absolutely perfect. Subtle Strike... I don't think anyone's playing her. Wow, the Vanquish came back with 3 cards in the pack. No one is playing black. We are getting so hooked up. Black is like super open. Our deck is looking pretty good. We got the cat and the removal spell back. We probably don't need Subtle Strike now. How are we doing creature-wise? Do we have enough? 1, 2, 3. That's a disappointing rare. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Not bad. Not too bad. The cat came back. Oh, another Feed the Swarm. That's so painful. Oh, that's so painful. Blood Beckoning will probably come back. That was floating around late last pack. Maybe just take this Blood Priest. 1, 2. Right now we have 3. We might have 4 2-drops. This is pack 3. We can't take the Consumption just as a land spell. Like you never go wrong with land spells in limited. Oh, all right, land spell. You convinced me. Wow, I'm like constantly almost running out of time. Oh yes, Dauntless Survivor is perfect. That is exactly the 2-drop we want. Adventure Waits. I mean, Adventure Waits is fine. Cleric Sacrifice stuff, Silencer. Easy Survivor. And... Ugh, this pack's dead. Guess it's another Scale the Heights. I mean, Scale seems fine. I don't know if it's good, but it seems fine. Keep scaling it up. I like that it puts a counter on something. You got a pack 3 Tazri. Ooh, are you playing Party already? It is a really bad Uro. Probably bad Growth Spiral might be even a more fair comparison, but I mean, I feel like our deck looks good. I don't know this. Maybe I'm wrong. Like, this is our first. This is like our, well, 1.5 drafts. Our first draft. Scale? Just keep scaling? Scale tribal? I mean, if I had 3 Uros in my limited deck, I would play them. For sure, I would definitely play 3 Uros. Do we play 3 scales? We could take a Blood Priest. We could take another Veteran. We do have some types for it. All right, we'll take the Priest. I think the Priest is probably the correct pick, honestly. Ooh. Ooh! Oh, another 2-drop. No, another Roosted Rakes. Someone's going to have a crazy kicker deck. Well, we're taking this Gnarlid Colony. Yeah, green creature's perfect. Grizzly Bear that kicks and works with +1/+1 counters. Gnarly is exactly what we want. Yeah, it is perfect. I think this deck's good. We might even get some stuff on the wheel, but I think this deck's actually good. Gnarls Barkley. Gnarly Barkley. Adventure awaits. Look at your top 5 cards in your library. You grab a creature. If you don't, you get to draw a card. Target creature gains indestructible. Draw a card if it has a +1/+1 counter on it. Our creatures do have +1/+1 counters on them. Yeah, alright. That seems built for our deck. I don't know if we're going to actually play it, but... Ooh, wow. That's a late flip land. Boy, black is just, like, ridiculously open. So open. Another Vanquish, too, floating around. I think we just take the flip land, though. The flip lands are... Wow! Wow, and the +1/+1... Wow! Oh, we got... I mean, I feel like this is about as good as a +1/+1 counter deck can be. Like, we got the rare? We've gotten everything passed to us. Like, this has to be a pretty good example of the +1/+1 counter deck, I would imagine. Like, I think that we're close to where we want to be. All right, take the green card. Come on, give us one more black card on the wheel. And we'll take this Brute. We'll take... all right, nothing good on the wheel, but I think our deck is good. I think our deck's real good. Hyperlink! What legendary creature are you most excited for ZRN to build around for Commander Clash? Definitely the Kicker Legend. Verazol, I think it is. Need to use your beard to fix this black screen. Oh, my experience with Arena today... I tried it, I got in one game, and then it crashed, and then it didn't load for an hour. I restarted my computer, I uninstalled and reinstalled Arena. I did everything I could possibly do, and none of it did. None of it did everything. It was frustrating because I saw other people playing and streaming. Like, some people were having problems with it, but other people, like, it was working for them. So that made it even more frustrating. Yeah, I got my Grateful Dead shirt today. Alright. Deliberate. I think this is a good deck. I think this is... Wow, already getting gems. Alright, let's build this deck. I think this is good. I think it's going to be good. Are we going to Moto if it keeps up? Well, so far we haven't any trouble today. Like, so far Arena's worked for our draft. Alright, let's think about this. So, first we'll take out the flip lands. One flip land... See how many lands we need. 2 flip lands... 3 flip lands, 4 flip lands. So we have 4 land spells. We have 1,000,000 2-drops. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens when the round ends. That's true. So what are our weakest cards? We got to cut some, but not too many, honestly. Because we can cut back 1, 2... Wow, do we just play everything? 1, 2... Add in our spell lands again. How many lands do you think we want altogether? 19 lands and 4 spell lands? Something like that? Wizards agrees to get rid of the reserve list if you shave your beard. Oh, yes, I would. I would. It would take a ridiculous amount for me to shave my beard, but I would do it to get rid of the reserve list. I definitely would. All right, we can cut. Yeah, we can cut this pack beast. We ended up with a lot of 2-drops. Our good 2-drops are. All right, what works with the counter theme? Let's get our counter stuff separated from our noun counter stuff because that's our main theme. So counter, 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 counter. And then we have removal. So removal, removal, removal. And then we have. And then out of this pile is where we're going to make the cuts. Like, we're not cutting removal. We can cut adventure weights. That can go. Is Brute better than Blood Price? Maybe. I'm not sure on Blood Price. I think maybe we play one of them. But probably not two of them. What did Prof criticize? What do you think of the promo printing reprints, aka full art bolts on the list? I was surprised, but I think it's actually cool. I wasn't expecting it all, but the only thing I would say is, I know like collectors is kind of a dirty word with the whole reserve list thing, but I would say the way that I would not mind to see Wizards support collectors and collectibles would be to have cards like that not be reprinted. Like, make secret lair drops, make promo printings, make those the collectibles. Like, make those the collectibles. Don't, like, have people pay $100 for a F&M Lightning Bolt full art, whatever, and then just, like, reprint it on the list. Like, make those the collectibles, because they're auxiliary stuff. You don't need them. You never need them to play the game. It's, like, purely optional. If you want to bling out your deck or whatever, it gives you that option. So that would be my only thing. Like, I think it's cool, and I think opening, like, a F&M promo is really sweet, but I am a little bit, I don't know. I don't really like it from the collector perspective, because I would like those type of cards to be the collectible cards, and then reprint the fetch lands, and reprint the reserve list, and reprint those cards that people actually need to play the game. Hey, what's up, Rithuri? All right, what's our last cut? We can cut one more thing. We'll keep this Hunger. Blood Priest. We need another rogue. I mean, I guess we have a rogue. I mean, we probably just cut this Skulker. Is pretty bad. All right. And then we have 19 lands. All right, chat, let's run it. Let's run it. Ex-Gunner Snipers, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Hey, Seth, your Flaming Lips shirt last week got me back listening to them again. Also made me think of some of my favorite 2000 bads. Flaming Lips, Explosions in the Sky, Mars Volta, Me Without You, Coheed and Cambria, and many more. What were some of your 2000s bads? Oh, so I had, oh man, I never got into Coheed or Mars Volta. I had a couple of people I was in band with love those bads. Those are like some of their favorite bads. Actually, the drummer of Oliver and the Etc. is the bad. We actually just called him Coheed because he loved Coheed. So that was like his nickname. Some of my favorite 2000s bands. I like Wilco a lot. That would be one that would be on the list. Bright Eyes would be another one. I actually like a lot of early 2000s indie, like Strokes and Strokes, TV on the Radio. Trying to think what else is on that list. I like a lot of the Saddle Creek bands, The Faint, Cursive. This hand, that's fine, reasonable. Could we find your old songs? Some of them are posted. Interpol. I liked Interpol. What are we playing? Probably. Yeah, play Predation. Eremy! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. LCD sound system. Bet you look good on the dance floor. Yeah, they're pretty good. Saw Strokes live a few times. Never seen Strokes live. I've seen a decent amount of those bands live. Modest Mouse, I guess, do they count as 2000s? Their best albums were late 90s, right? I don't know if Modest Mouse counts or not. Their like radio hit album was 2000s. Um, Forest and so Kickers 5. Yeah, let's wait. Our opponent's not really pressuring us. I don't think we got to run out Gnarlid. I like Vampire Weekend. The unicorns. I feel like Vampire Weekend kind of rips off the unicorns. If you never listen to the unicorns, you'll hear like some of their songs. You're like, man, that sounds exactly like a Weekend riff, but from like 10 years before Vampire Weekend was doing it. But I do like Vampire Weekend. Alright, land and crocodile. Opponent's also green-black. I like White Stripes. I don't like post-White Stripes Jack Black music, really. But I do like White Stripes. Opponent gets a land and a Scythe Cat. I like this map. This is the civilization map. I'm still trying to figure out where I'd put my city. Over here by this river is good, but then you'd have to worry about this owl going aggro on you. What is this? What is this, Pat? What in the world? I don't even know what that is. I've never seen that pet before. Oh, it's a pet rock? Alright, so opponent could get big eventually. We could kill it. We take 4? Yeah, alright, let's kill it. Kill it. Play the land. Drop to 14. Go to combat. Hit ya. I feel like you want to... Yeah, all right. We're going to run that out. We're going to run it out. I think we're drawing cards next turn, so we got to run it out. The background is the 017 crab. Wait, where's this? Oh, is that the crab? I really want to build a deck. Chat, help me out. How can I build... Oh, we could have left up removal for that. How can we build a deck around that crab? How can we? Like, what possible ways are there to build a deck around the crab? Well, play the land, go to combat, attack, hit ya. You know what? Let's just kick a colony. Kick it. Pass it. Raise it. Can only streamers play MTGA? MTGA should be working for everyone, but it's been very buggy since the update. I couldn't play for most of the afternoon. So it is live. They're just having all kinds of server issues today. But Tribal and Historic, yeah, that's the first thing I thought of. If you go to Historic, Pioneer Modern, a butt deck seems like the way to go. Standard is tough. Standard, I haven't really figured out... Ooh, These Feed the Swarms are adding up. All right, let's... Blood Price. Those are all of our good cards in a row. Power 3 or less. Us is tough. This is super tough. Mushroom Bags, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think we have to take a land. Awkwardly. Well, I guess we don't have to. All right. All right, no land. Down to 8. We are killing ourselves, which is a concern. This flyer has done a ton of work. And there is that flip land that drains we got to be aware of. Alright. Not great. Opponent. Attacks. Ugh. Down to 4. Lucid! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup here for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Play the lad. Grakma. Pass the turn. Ooh, wait, what do we punt? Do we actually punt? Hey, what's up, Fuzza? Lou, how are you? Any predictions for upcoming bans in Standard based on your feeling to yesterday's stream? Well, I don't like to read too much into the preview stream because... Yeah, I guess that's true. Maybe we should not have saved the life. Alright, Pona has the cat. Goes to combat. Well, vanquish it. So I don't like to read too much into the preview stream. Because... Oh no. Big and menacing. And we can't kill it because we're too low on life. Alright. Oh no! Feed the Swarm! Maybe we overpick Feed the Swarm. I'm new to the Moto economy. Should I shell my foil like a deep for 16, or do you think it will go up? Ooh, foils are really weird. Really, really, really weird. Because they're used for set redemptions. Alright, we get a Shadow Cat. Oh, this is so ridiculously close. We need that Drain card. If we could get away from 4 life, I would feel so much better. I would lean towards selling it, but there's a chance that it gets more expensive later. So bans in Standard, I still think Uro is at the top of the list and the card that is most likely to end up being banned. Should we sack Grakma? So we sack it, we get another 3/3. Yeah, you missed the draft part, but hopefully we get to do another one. Ideally, we'll be able to do 2 drafts tonight, hopefully. Okay. Yeah. This horn beetle's a big issue. That's gonna beat us. Opponent. Oh, Carver Live. I might not have turned it on, actually. I might have forgot tonight. Let's turn it on. Make sure. Moss-Pit Skeleton. Ooh, this horn beetle. That's a card we didn't get, and that's a card that's gonna beat us with 1/1s here. Wow, the card's insane! It's insane! Munitions Expert doesn't do it. Oh, wow! Wow, what went wrong? I feel like our deck's so good. Why did, Huh. I felt like our deck was really good, and we just lost that, like, pretty convincingly. Interesting. I feel like we overrated Feed the Swarm. I feel like we picked it very highly because it's a removal spell, and the removal spell is very painful when you have to spend 4 life. No, maybe, well, we'll see. This all might be for nothing as we jump over to Magic Online and fire up another draft with the working but not beautiful client. We'll give it 10 seconds, and then we're going to Moto. Because we're not going to do this every round. We can't do this every round. Oh, I thought it fixed itself. Wow, what an embarrassing launch. I like Moto. Other people, Moto has inner beauty. Other people don't see it, but Moto does have EDA. I mean, personally, I like Moto. Like, I have played Moto for a long time, but I do understand why stream viewers prefer Arena, and I like aspects of Arena too. Like, it's fast and fun, so I like both. But personally, I'm a Moto fan. Definitely want the video thumbnails as wallpapers. Whoever done them does a fantastic job. Yeah, Adriano does a really good job. If there's ever one that you really love, you can always email me and just be like, "Hey, hook me up with that thumbnail," and I will. I'll hook you up with it. All right, Moto it is. Moto it is. Apparently, Arena. Jeez, that's what I get for having faith in Arena. We can't do this every round. Like that's not gonna work. Wow, embarrassing, embarrassing. Alberto for the 7th month. I mean, we are what 6, 7 hours after launch, and it's still not working. Ouch. Top 5 esport. Actually, so I don't play other games. Is that just normal? Am I being overly critical of Wizards? Is that just like how launching a new patch goes for most games? Help you with what, Kimmer? Killing Moto with slivers is one of the best Moto content I've ever watched. It is fun to kill Moto. It is. All right, I will. This is a draft that I did half of. We'll just drop and redraft though. We're not gonna keep. We're not gonna keep doing it. So it's not normal with. It was normal 10 years ago. Well, that makes sense. We always joke about Wizards being like 10 years behind digitally, so that's on course for them. All right, this one will just. I will show you this deck though, because I think this deck actually. This deck I drafted earlier while I was trying to get Arena to work. I don't know if this deck's great or not. I feel like 3 low mages dominations combined with some mill of our opponents is probably insane. But yeah. So that's the deck, but we're gonna drop this one and redraft. So if you missed the earlier draft, I will hook you up. Saffronolive at MTGGoldfish.com is my email. All right, here we go. Zendikar Rising draft, take 2. This time with the not as pretty but functioning client. Wizards have potentially read it to bring back Moto. I wonder if they could mash them together. Like, if you could have the functionality of Moto, where you can play every format, you have every card, you have Commander, and it works all the time, combined with, I don't know, the speed and, like, free-to-play aspects of Arena, that might be the best of both worlds. Arena is, like, I don't know, kind of online-ish-esque. We just tried it, and sometimes it'll load, but it doesn't really load, and it's a mess at this point still. Double Oak! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Please play the Meme Zero land deck in Pioneer or Modern. We gotta play Belcher. We gotta play No Land Belcher in the near future. We just need... So today it's really hard to get cards. That's the big issue, is it's really difficult because they just started drafts this afternoon. So there's just not that many cards on Moto yet. So it took me like an hour to just get 4 Wayward Guide Beasts. And that's like a card that no one else wants. And it still took a long time. Ooh, all right. Force Mill? Force Mill? Are we doing it? Did we break it? I mean, milling 8 is a lot in limited. Well, no, the draft went okay, Zach, but Arena did not go that well. I mean, what else is in this pack? So we got Maddening Cacophony. Cully Ambush is good in a green deck. This is kind of a cool side post uncommon for landfall shenanigans. More cats. We already did that once. I don't think we're going to go cats again. I like Kicker. This also has Kicker, so maybe we can be the Kicker deck. I feel like Cutting Geyser Mage is probably really good, but it's not a mill card. If it was kicked, return instant or sorcery. Ooh, to get back our Cacophony. All right, we'll do it. We'll do it. Mill it is. Mill it is. So probably blue-black, I guess. This technically says mill a card. I think Moto picked up on that right away. It's like they took a mill card. Give them the mill one mind rot. So we probably want to be. I mean, I don't think this is actually a card we want yet. This should almost certainly table. Yeah, Ruin Crab is probably the card we want most. So mill is blue-black, right? Blue-black, rogues, and mill. So I feel like maybe we just take Deadly Alliance. Yeah, we had to switch to Moto because Arena died. Again, still. Probably just Deadly Alliance. I think it's hard to pass up the removal spell. And I think we probably want to be blue-black because that's where you get the... Oh, wait. Tap a creature, draw a card, mill 2. I like the sounds of that. All right, the +1/+1 counter bat. That thing's kind of replacement level. Ooh, tap and untap Rogue gains Death Touch when it deals combat damage that player mills 3. Glacial Grass should come back. I guess we got to take Shadow Stinger. Stingy Stingerton. Yeah, we probably got to take that. Because we do want to have, like, a Rogue sub-theme, I think, most likely. So our first... Wow, Magmatic Channeler. Magmatic Channeler is, like, one of the best cards in the set. Is it worth money? If it's worth money... I mean, we got to pay for the draft somehow. Let's look it up. It's probably not. Magmatic Channeler comes in at $2. Well, that's not enough to make us take it. Although it might be worth taking just because this pack is pretty dead. This pack's got nothing. The only card is Blood Beckoning. So it's either Blood Beckoning or $2. I mean, maybe we can play it. I mean, let's take it. Maybe there's a chance we can play it. We have a new... I feel like... Sound like something fell over in my apartment, but I can't figure out what it is. We have a new donation from... Stream Mom. Sit up straight, drink some water, stretch your legs, don't strain your eyes, take your vitamins, and don't forget to eat some anchovies. Thank you, Stream Mom. I was on board with the advice until you got to the anchovy part. Thank you so much for the donation. Definitely appreciate it, Stream Mom. Deliberate's fine. I think this Cleric that chills decent too, but we'll take Deliberate, I think. This does not seem like a format where it's easy to splash. Unless you can, like, base camp, which... Wizard... Huh. Maybe we can base camp. Can we base camp to splash our Magmatic Channeler? Is that worth... I mean, I guess it does help. Otherwise, like... Expedition Skulker is okay. I think we'll get it on the wheel. Scry X, where X is the number of creatures in your party. Maybe we can be like Party Mill. I kind of want to take Base Camp. I feel like that might be wrong, but... Dog of Myth with a gift sub to Anchovy. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Ooh, Thwart the Grave, I think, is very powerful. Very powerful. We don't really have creatures for it, but we do this... Thwart the Grave is powerful. Do we want it? We have another new donation from... What do you think, chat? Make the pick while I get this donation. From One Lucid One, $5 donation. What the heck does scumble mean? That's one of my favorite mispronunciations of all time. All right, we'll take the Thwart. Thwart's probably good. We do need Fissure Wizard. Are we switching color? We could be blue-red mill. That's awkward. Blood Beckoning. Ooh, okay. If it was Cake Return Answers, this is exactly what we want. This we need for sure. Because that gets back maddening Cacophony. Yeah, we definitely want this for our Cacophony. Yeah, you might as well wait till tomorrow, Betty. I thought it was working today, like a minute ago, but it still didn't actually work. Shadowcat, not for this deck. Cliffhaven Kaisail, Flying Tempest, 4 damage to target creature that blocked this turn. I don't think we're aggressive enough to use that. Ooh, none of these cards are good for us. All right, take. Well, all right, we'll take the cat again, I guess. 1 less to cast for each creature in your party. We have wizards. We have rogues. Maybe we can have a party sub-theme. Ooh, making the rogues fly actually would have value, wouldn't it? Ugh. Awkward. Awkward. All right, we'll take the rogue. Definitely take the rogue. Kazul's Fury. Probably not for this deck. I don't think we're going to be red enough. We'll take a Blood Beckoning. We'll take the Chill. We'll take Pressure Point. We'll take the Mountain. Where's our sideboard? All right. We don't have any mill cards. We need more mill cards. Will any of the new duels see play outside Standard? Historic, yes. Pioneer, maybe a little. But I don't think they make it in Modern. Crab is what we want the most. Crab is by far what we want the most. Oh, jeez. It's another Thwart the Grave. Maybe we mill ourselves. No, that only goes at opponents. We could probably be a sweet Reanimator deck. 2 Thwart the Graves is kind of exciting. The full art lands from this set do look good. Kargan Intimidator. We're not that kind of deck. Yeah, I guess we thwarted again. So stuff that can get stuff in our graveyard goes up in value too. Ooh, Shadow. Ugh, only 3 or less though. I feel like this is a card that's way better in constructed than limited. Ooh, wait. Enters the battlefield, targeted player mills 2 cards. Boom. I mean, Mill Rogue, right? It's got to be the Mill Rogue. Into the Royal's also very good, too. I mean, we also are trying to mill our opponent, which is why it's a little awkward that we're taking all this reanimation stuff. But we can, like, mill our opponent, then reanimate it to mill our opponent again. Yeah, we're kind of a rogue mill deck is where we're heading, hopefully. Rogue-ish mill deck. I think we want to avoid red cards. Cunning Geyser Mage seems good. Or I guess we could just take more Skulkers. Skulker will probably come back. This is Magic Online. Arena not functioning at the moment. We tried. Bubble Snare better than Geyser Mage? Yeah, Blood Price I think we can get hopefully a little later. Solani Vision actually seems really good. Maybe we just take that, because that digs for Cacophony. Yeah, let's take Solani Vision, actually. Now that I think about it more. So that's a rogue. That seems decent. That's not a rogue. And all else, the only other thing we got is negate. Well, I guess it's the rogue. Yeah, Moto doesn't look bad. Yeah, we were waiting on servers, so we switched. Ooh. It's not quite a crab, but Soaring Thought Thief is good for the mill plan and good for the rogue plan. Definitely taking that. All right, the plans, it's coming together. Crim would be proud. Glacial Grasp or Spell Land? Yeah, let's take the Grasp. Do we take the Grasp? What do you think? Spell land or kind of bad mill card. Yeah, I guess disruption counts in a land slot, so. Ooh, alright, another base camp. We will take another base camp. This will let us. Now we can actually splash a little bit. We already wanted to splash our Magmatic Channeler. But now with 2 base camps, we can actually splash pretty easily, I think. Yeah, the spell lamps are great in limited. I'm a bard. Didn't you see our D&D Commander Clash? Bard Tribal for the win. I wonder how bad this is. Probably pretty. It doesn't seem that easy to mill ourselves. Bad counter spell. We already have 1 blood beckoning. We have so much reanimation. All right, let's take another big old golem. Wow. Dry disruption still going around. All right, we'll take it. This is going to be interesting. Can we mill them out? I mean, limited only starts with 40 cards. So it's not that many to actually mill someone out. I'll take this Gloom Hunter since it's in our colors. How do I get into Arena? Arena is having all kinds of server issues today, so unfortunately, I don't have an answer for you. I wish I did. We switched to Magic Online because Arena was not working for us. We got in, we drafted, we played 1 game, and then it just kept loading. Hey, thank you. Hey, Grateful Dead. No wonder you love the shirt. Thank you. I mean, Mill could have potential. We had Packwood Pigwood Matternang Cacophony. And we had to go with it. I mean, it does turn on all of our rogues. So let's look at this real quick. What are we doing with this deck? What are we doing? So we have rogue, rogue, non-rogue, rogue, removal, non-rogue, non-rogue, rogue, rogue, mill. Geez, so many red cards floating around. This we need for our mill plan with Cacophony. Kind of bad removal. Flip land. Alright. I mean, this deck looks okay. I don't know if I'd say this deck looks great, but it looks okay. Ardent Electromancer. Favorite Dead song? Ship of Fools, I think. Null Priest is good. I like quite a few Dead songs. But Ship of Fools, I think, is maybe number 1. Null Priest of Oblivion. Doesn't mill, but it is powerful. We have so much reanimation. Not that we have anything great. There's also a removal spell. Another flip land. Nothing that mills. Oh, we're not going to get a crab, are we? We're just straight up not going to get a crab? Yeah, I guess we probably do need more removal. We already have so much reanimation. Oh, I mean... Okay. Null Priest, I mean. We... Oh! we definitely want the Null Priest of Oblivion. Wow. That was... I guess that was a punt. That might have been a drafting punt. Coral Home Chronicler actually is really interesting. It digs for Cacophony. It also lets us loot for our reanimation plan. There is another Deadly Alliance. Into the Royal is very good. I think we got to take this Chronicler. I know it's not a rogue. Wow, we passed 2 Deadly Alliances, which is a little concerning. That's a rogue. Rogue it up. But that lets us get stuff in our graveyard. Now we can bring in like this ridiculous huge Colossus, and we can reanimate? I don't know if this deck's good, but it's interesting to me. It's like Rogue Reanimator Mill. I don't know if that's good or not. Ooh. Another Zoloft consumption. Well, we gotta take the Rogue, I think. And it's a Mill Rogue. Take the Mill Rogue. We are a little light on removal. We could add much more removal. That might be wrong. Yeah, Arena's so busted. Hopefully they get it fixed soon. If you could control a wizard, draw a card. Do we have enough wizards? Are there rogue wizards? We have like a wizard. The only reason I think we can get by with Magmatic Channeler is these two base camps. I'm hoping we can make it work because of that, but that might be too greedy. Yeah, we don't really have enough wizards for this. I guess we can just take this Constrictor. It's not great, but it can fill out our curve if we need it to. Yeah, we could take supplies just for card draw. Yeah, we already have one chill trap. Yeah, all right, we'll take supplies. I don't know if we're going to play any of those. Ooh, I like Demonic Disciple. That's a good synergy piece with our reanimation. We'll definitely take that. All right, more mill. I mean, the mill plan might work. We do have a bunch of random mill cards. All right. This maybe. I found a 0-7 Crab at standard. I found a combo in standard. You need Bushmeat Poacher and Veto. Use Poacher to sack the crab. Gain 70 life. Veto for 17. That's better than anything I've come up with, Jonathan Snow. Definitely, I mean, oh, yes. Oh, no, definitely use Roaring Thought Thief. Okay. Right at the end. That might be the last pack that we hadn't seen yet. That's pretty good. 2 Thought Thieves now. That's a great pick. Yes, I've had the black screen issue all day. Arena is in rough shape. That's why we're on Mono at the moment. And negate for the sideboard. Maybe use someone's bomb. Unfortunately, I think that it's something that Wizards needs to fix. I think it's on their end. I have not figured out anything that we can do on our end to fix it other than wait. Is there a place we can download the sweet art from your YouTube videos? So there's not... Wow, that probably shouldn't be in the pack. So there's not a place just... we'll take this for aggro. There's not a place where it's just all posted. Although, if there are any specific ones that you want, I will gladly hook you up if you email me. Adam Pupsman, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. This deck's interesting. Are we playing Magmatic Channeler? That's the other question. Or do we just cut it? We might not need it. We might just be... It might be making our deck worse, actually. I'm kind of leaning towards cutting it and not playing the base camps. Arena exploded in something. No doubt about that. All right, so we'll cut that. We have a new donation from McIntyre. $3 donation. Hey, Seth, thanks for all the hard work this pre-release season. All the content was great. Also, I came across an old card, Aladdin's Lamp. How is that a 10-mana card? Old cards are so weird. Yeah, old cards... Old cards are pretty ridiculous. Thank you for the donation. Let me see if I can find Aladdin's Lamp so we can look at it in all its glory. Aladdin's Lamp. All right, going back to the good old days of Magic. Somehow $42, not even on the reserve list. So They couldn't write 10, apparently, in the mana symbols back then. So it's 5 and 5. That's not 55. That's 5 plus 5. So you got to do a little bit of math just to cast it. So 10 mana, pay X. Instead of drawing a card from your library, draw X cards. But choose only one to put in your hand. You must shuffle the leftover cards and put them at the bottom of your library. So essentially, if you're going to draw a card, you pay X mana, and you go that many cards deep and get one of those cards. Like a super Sensei's Divining Top. That costs 10 mana. 10 mana. Actually, 55 mana. 55. I bet if someone played this today, and you played this in a Commander game, I bet that people would call you out and say it's 55. Like, I probably would. I'd be like, no. You got to pay 55 mana for that. It's 5. It's like as powerful as 4 Emeralds almost by its mana cost. All right, let's fix this. Let's fix this deck. All right, so we want our flip lands. Jwari Disruption, Salundi Vision. We want this for reanimation purposes. We do have a little bit of... Yeah, Thwart's going to be good in this deck, hopefully. I think we want to... So we add lands. I kind of feel like we want to cut one more card. I kind of want to play 18 lands, counting the flip lands. What do we cut? Probably just Chilling Trap is bad. All right, here we go. Draft 2, Rogue Mill. Do we want to change anything else before we go? We didn't leave out any rogues, right? All of our rogues are in. All right, let's try it. Arena. Yeah, so we got Arena to load at the start of the stream, and we actually got to... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I think that's actually good advice. Since all of our flip lands are blue, that is a very good call. All right, here we go. Round 1. Yeah, so we got Arena to work to start the stream. We got into a draft, we played a game, and then it just froze up again. So can't put up with that every round. Like, if you play a round and then have to sit there for 5 minutes while we wait for it. I did see the Tenno Belcher list. That's a deck I'm interested in playing. My guess, so I would say I'd be surprised if it was, like, broken, but I do think that Belcher has gotten way better. And I think that's one of the most interesting things about these flip lands in older formats. Oops All Spells is another deck that you can play. There's combos there. Belcher. There are decks that actively want you to not have lands. And those really help. Like, those are perfect for those style of strategies. Alright, that's fine. Got a little bit of mill. Can dig for our cacophony. Bell's prize another one. Yeah, Nolan Belcher is on the top of my list for Boddard. Among the decks on the top of my list. Gotta play the Landfall deck. That one I'm already trying to get the cards for. I want to see if it works. I want to see if Wayward Guide Beast can actually be good. You know, let's just... Joy Ruins, go. Ooh. Wait. No, because... Wait. Oh, yeah. Zombie Hunt. Well, you need lands, though, right? You need the opposite in Zombie Hunt. Akum Hellhound. Opponent's getting frisky. Getting aggro over there. Well, Swamp, go. Opponent. Yo, Mother Third and Brick Racer. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Wino Magic the Gathering Arena today. We actually started on it, Brick Racer, but Arena is not functioning today, so that was the reason we switched, honestly. Ed, welcome you as well. First time sub. Thank you so much. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Yeah, we'll take the 2 for now. Down to 18. Whoa, boy. All right. That is... Oh, God almighty. Oh, sweet mother, we're screwed. We're dead. Oh, what? This is lit. What? What is happening? What? Oh, this has flash too. That's so wrong. How do they have 3 of those? How is that a thing? How is that a thing? So now we just gotta hope they don't draw lands? That's unlikely. 3 Hellhounds on turn 2. Oh! No! 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 Oh, this would beat a modern deck. This start would beat most modern decks. And it's definitely going to beat our rogue deck here. Oh my goodness. I mean, can't even really get mad about that. The odds of that are so incredibly low, but... all right, well, we will play a land. I mean, our hope is that our opponent stops hitting lands. That is how we could possibly win. Wow, this is so bad. 4 Hellhounds. Oh, did they whiff? Oh, reprieve. Well, we will play another Sky Dancer. Milia. Play a swamp. Pass the turn. Ooh, if they ever draw a land, though, and we milled 2 non-lands, a land is 8 damage if they find one? I mean, I guess we can kind of start doing things. Ooh, all right. Wow. Okay. The downside of Hellhound Tribal is if you don't hit a land, it's much worse. Yeah, let's just deliberate and then deliberate. Bottom and bottom. Untap. Pass the turn. Well, Sky Dancers versus Hellhounds. Pass the turn. I mean, we can block and then reanimate stuff, so I guess that's our other plan here. I mean, they could have, who knows how many they could have. They could have a lot of Hellhounds, because there's no limit in limited. So our opponent could technically have like 8 of them. It's pretty unlikely, but it's possible. All right, let's mill 2 lands, please. What a weird limited game. We milled a land. Untap. Well, play Disruption. Pass the turn. We're slowly billing them out. This is kind of working about it. All right, there's a land. There's the Hellhound triggers. Opponent goes to combat. Gets in. We will Zulaport Duelist. I'm still thinking about the crab. Last thought, could use Mirror Shield, Tahiri, and Akiri to make a Jeskai Voltron equipment deck. Sounds like janky fun. Yeah, I mean, the crab, I think, can be good at beating down. If you have a bunch of islands, it can, and a bunch of mana, it can become a pretty big attacker. Well, we will block, 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 block. Try to get some of these Hellhounds off the battlefield. Please no tricks. Yeah, sure, Liam. Like, yeah. Don't, like, go crazy spamming links or something, but feel free to mention what you're up to. Ooh, Teamer Landfall's Stompy. Let me see Destructor X. Opponent. Alright, has a removal spell. And ooh, Pioneer Landfall. Inordinate Rage. Okay, so our opponent just had a handful of tricks. So we're going to lose our board. Okay, that's not good. Oh, thwart the grave. Get back to you, Sky Dancers. Milieu. Hope our opponent does not draw land. The landfall deck looks interesting. Oh, no! Oh. All right. Wow, that is... What a ridiculous way for this game to go. 10 out of 10 ridiculousness. Opponent. Luminarch Aspirant. Goes to combat. Puts a counter on the Hellhound. Yeah, goes to combat. Attacks. Well, we will block and block. Let's see if we're dead. Alright, lose our board again. Down to 2. Opponent passes. Demonic Disciple. Pretty bad here. Well, we will get back our Sky Dancers. Mill 2 lands. Another land. Does our opponent top deck another land and we die? Oh my goodness. Wow. Hey, what's up, Gory Adverse? How are you? Well, that was one of the less likely things I've seen in a while. I guess we bring in this squid to block. Wow. What are the chances of that happening? We'll go down this Colossus and, yeah, I guess running like that. I mean, it's not even a fast format. That was just like a ridiculous, mathematically exceedingly unlikely draw where our opponent had seemingly 4 Akum Hellhounds on turn 3. They had 3 on turn 2. And then 4 on turn 3. Imagine Bills and Sixers. What's your favorite sport? Watching NFL or NBA playoffs? So I like both NBA and NFL. Basketball and football are probably my 2 favorite sports. I guess I watch more football probably than basketball. I did watch the Bills game last weekend. So I've watched a bit. Mountain. Hey, I remember that. The Q Millhound will play the land past the turn. Put it. Plays land. I enjoy golfing. I go out with my brothers golfing once in a while. I'm more excited for Kaldheim than Strixhaven. I think Strixhaven, I'm not excited about it. I think all the sets coming up next year sound sweet, but number 1 for me, I think, is Kaldheim. That's the one I'm most excited for. Opponent hits us 18. And jeez, all right, this again. Always this. Always this. Now playing the land. Shadow Stinger. I'm sure our opponent also has the removal spell. Wow. We might have to pull out the calculator. We might. We might have to pull it out. Hit ya. Yeah, Arena's not really functioning. That's where I run Magic Online. We don't know much. Kaldheim's Viking themed. Strixhaven is some sort of academy/college theme. I've heard some people say Magic Harry Potter. I don't really know Harry Potter that well, or really at all. So I don't know if that's true or not. And then And then the D&D set. I guess we take it. Down to 14. Opponent. I mean, they gotta run out of lands eventually. And we know they have a million of those. 4 damage to something that's blocked. How do I see the deck list? We don't actually have a deck list up for this one because it's limited. I have never watched Harry Potter. Never watched or read. Like, I know what it is because it was, I don't know, a cultural phenomena or whatever, but... Alright, Tizim Raptor can let our opponent pick up a land. Opponent does not pick up a land, so they got more in hand. I'll play the land. Go to combat. Get in with Shadow Stinger. Mill our opponent. Mill our opponent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, pass the turn. Oh, these Hellhounds! These Hellhounds are gonna kill us. They really are, like, so many Hellhounds. At least we milled one. I'm losing to Rakdos, Pyro, and Arena right now. Well, at least Arena's working well enough that you can lose to something. That's a win of sorts. Opponent has the land. Pumps the Hellhounds. I don't know. They had 3. Last game they went turn 1 Hellhound, turn 2, 2 more Hellhounds, turn 3 another Hellhound. So 4 at least. Opponent gets in. No. Run out Skydancer. Mill our opponent. Block the flyer. Yeah, block the flyer. I'm assuming our opponent has removal anyway. Ekthor! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Opponent has a removal. Yeah, that again. So we dropped to 10. Opponent. We're not that far away from milling our opponent out, maybe? Has more removal. We will play the squid. We will play the land. Hit our opponent. Mill our opponent. For 3. We got to get our opponent down to 8 for Cacophony, though. That's so many. Mill our opponent past the turn. Opponent. Alright, still has lands. Sure. Opponent goes to combat. Attacks. Gets in. Well, we block with the squid. Opponent has another Searing Barrage. Alright, so opponent's good at drawing those. Down to 6. And yeah, that's looking pretty gamey. Well, Soaring Thought Thief. Hit our opponent. Mill him for 5. We need one more turn somehow. Down to 11. Come on. No land for once. No land for once. Opponent, what do you got? I mean, we're really close to getting the mill kill. We need to mill 2 more cards. I think we have to attack because we need that mill 5. Because our way of winning is Cacophony. Like, that is our plan. Is to get the Cacophony kill. We only need 1 more attack. We don't even gotta connect if we have the Soaring Thought Thief out. All right, opponent does have, of course, even more lands. Goes to combat. Goes attacking. Oh, do they just... Is their last card the perfect card they need to win? We block. Go to 2. There's hope. There's hope in Millville. Go to combat. Attack you. Mill you. Down to 8. Wow, we're going to beat it. We're going to beat them. Okay. Our first pick coming through. Mill our opponent to 5. And... Cacophony you to 0. How many Hellhounds do they have? 5. It appears to be 5 Hellhounds. But we janked them out. We overcame a very hellish start for our opponent. Mill was enough. Mill was enough. All right, before this very frightening game 3, a super duper quick reminder. I like this limited format so far. A super duper quick reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom. And if you need some Zendikar Rising cards or other cards, you can get them over at cardkingdom.com. So thank you to Card Kingdom for supporting the show. So far, this limited format seems really fun. I really like it. Every once in a while, I play good. It happens. Every once in a while. Yeah, we don't really have much else that's like straight up good against. I guess like 3/3s are good. Demonic Disciple might be bad. Opponent has so many random dorks. Maybe we go down the Demonic Disciple and go up. So what does this do? If we kick it as a 3/3 flying lifelink for infinite mana. Well, alright, I guess it's cat time. The 3/3 blocks a Hellhound, even with a land drop, so. Yeah, Arena's just not working right now. So far, what limited format does it seem most reminiscent of? I mean, our opponent's deck, our opponent's deck reminds me of a original Innistrad, or original Zendikar deck, with just like this super fast landfall plan. But I don't know. The flip lands are double face. You know, there's a Hellhound. The flip lands are double face mono cards. Oh no, not more lands. And a really unique and kind of new dynamic, I think. Could Cacophony and New Crab make Modern Mill semi-viable? I think so. Modern Mill was already like, oh no, not this again. Oh, we got to math it. It's 5, right? It's 5 hell. Oh no, even more lands. It's 5 Hellhounds. Is that what we figured out? What are the odds? We're gonna have to look it up. Because they've had 2 on turn 2 every game, and they've had 3 one game. We got to look up and see what the actual odds are. Well, we milled their entire deck and counted, so I'm pretty confident it's 5. Yeah, I think they would have run it out last game. This feels very much like original Zendikar. Opponent. I don't even know if we block, honestly. Like, I guess we have to, but they have all those removal spells. Well, boy, yeah. This keep is not working out at the moment. Thought Thief, block. Opponent. Has the thing block kill it? No. Okay. We actually got to block something. Opponent. Another dork. Passes. Our opponent's drawn more Hellhounds than we have drawn non-lands. Arena's having all kinds of trouble. So not being able to log in makes a lot of sense because Arena's kind of just dying. Opponent has a Raptor. Use it to pick up a land. Replays the land. Grows the Hellhounds. That Wrath we passed would have actually been good in this matchup. I mean, we kept a land-heavy hand, but unfortunately we've drawn 3 lands in a row after keeping the land-heavy hand. So that means our odds of winning is very, very, very low. Exceedingly low. Monogreen Stompy! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Will Hagra's Mauling see play in Modern? It might see a little bit. I don't think it'll see a ton of play, but I think maybe it's like a 1 over a 2 of, especially in like mono black decks. I think it. All right, Hellhound 3. I'll run out the Shadowcat past the turn. At least we drew a non-land. Does our opponent top deck a land? If our opponent doesn't keep drawing lands, then the Hellhounds stop doing things. Hey says, super excited for the new set. Still trying to figure out what to play, though. Keep up the good content. Well, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Green Stoppy. I'm still trying to figure it out, too. I think my big takeaway from yesterday... Oh, they did draw land. It's not good. My big takeaway from yesterday is Lotus Cobra is a format-defining card. That card is definitely one to keep an eye on. Okay, draws a land, plays Fireblade Charger. Goes to combat. And we die. Attacks. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ugh. We block here. Yeah, we're super dead. Actually, you know what? We got to block here and here. Block, block. Take 6. Down to 6. Our way of maybe possibly winning would be our opponent to stop drawing lands. Opponent, last card, is Akiri. That's another good one. I'll play the land. Pass the turn. Opponent. Opponent's in the enviable spot of lands being good and non-lands being good. Doesn't leave many whiffs in your deck if both lands and non-lands are what you want. I really want to play Massacre Worm with all this scoot. What is the best shell for it? Wait, Massacre Worm with the scoot? So as far as making scoots, the Mutate shell seems like perhaps the most effective way just to make them. Well, we will Sky Dancer. Mill our opponent. Soaring Thought Thief. Oh, I really don't want to jump. Yeah, block, block. Drop to 3, which is burn spell range. Opponent. Fearless Fledgling. We untap. Well, get back the shadow. Ugh. We just gotta hope our opponent never draws a land. Ugh, that's asking so much. Play the cat. I think we got to start attacking so we can get 8 cards. Go to combat. Get in with a Thought Thief. Mill and mill. 8 cards. Turn on our rogues. Oh! No land. No land. No land. Please, no land. Opponent. Okay. Not a land. Not a land. We're not dead yet. Stayed alive. Stayed alive. Opponent passes. Oh, another land. Okay, let's think about this. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're dead to a land no matter what. I think we got to keep attacking and milling, though. We can block here. Block here. Block here. Take 1. Well, Milia. Milia. Get rid of a couple lands. Play another land past the turn. No land. No land. Oh, there it is. All right. Oh, well, that was something. That was certainly something. Huh. Oh, I think our deck is actually pretty sweet, but geez, I think our opponent's deck with the 4 Akum Hellhound start, I think that literally would have beaten several modern decks, many modern decks. Well, yeah, they had 5 in their deck, but they had that start where it was 4 by turn 3 and 3 on turn 2. But yeah, like, that start would be a lot of, like, constructed decks. Oh, brutal, brutal, brutal. All right, I'll keep. Well, can we salvage a 2-1? Or maybe this format's like Original Innistrad, and we need to... I assumed it was going to be a lot different because of all the flip lands, but Original Innistrad... never block, never try to play defense. Attack, 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 attack. Fastest format in the history of Magic. So, maybe this format's kind of like that one? You know, run out the Skulker, pass the turn. Or maybe our opponent just had a ridiculous start. Oh, did I say... I keep saying Innistrad. Wow, opponent's going... full-on greed mode. 3 colors. The one thing that's very clear about this format is the fixing is amazingly bad. Like, some of the worst fixing that we've had for a format in a long, long time. So I think being 3 colors is pretty rough. Yeah, I definitely met Original Zendikar. But yeah, there's almost no fixing. So 3 colors is asking a lot. Opponent getting in. Well, Sky Dancer, Milieu. We have so much reanimation that I feel like we want to trade off pretty aggressively. Untap. Ooh. Soaring Thought Thief. Get in, hit ya. Bonnet. 16. Draw a card. Ship the turd. Yeah, I guess if you're in green, then that does change things. Ooh. Wow, that's full value from our land. Ooh, that's almost Mana Tithe. Pretty close to Mana Tithe. Huh. Play the land, run out Thought Thief, start the millening, hit ya, mill, pass the turn. And this is going the opposite direction. Like, we are running away with this one. Why did you end arena tournament? Wait, why do you have to end arena tournaments manually when you obviously have no more games after 3 losses? That's big. That's real big. Oh, crack, draw a card. Huh. Okay, 6/5 trample. Could use a removal spell. Yeah, I don't know why you have to end it manually. That is a little strange. Well, Soaring Thought Thief Part 2. Attack, attack. Milieu. Grow the Dorks. Oh, we're winning this race pretty easily. Land. Sneakerton. Pass the turn. And that's 6/5 treble at doing anything. Can you review a deck? People want to show off the max win deck, but... So you can review the deck. People want to show off the max win deck, but the auto end remove that. Oh, that makes sense. I mean, I'm sure you could go 3 colors in some circumstances. Party has the upside of actually having the uncommon dual land, which goes a long way. How do I make Omnath Pack 1 Pick 1 work? Green does have good fixing. So I think you want to focus on green. Focus on, well, that was a blowout. Focus on green. Focus on like the Tune with Ether card with Kicker that can get a basic land. There's a Explosive Vegetation card that can get 2 lands. If you're in green, then I think you can actually... I think in green you could actually play like a 4-color deck if you wanted to. Like, you can do all kinds of stuff if you are in green. Alright, so I'm to the bottom. This is awkward, but we're not going to 5. Red Hot Chili Stump. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you. Blue Mana. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big soup here for you. Thank you. Opponent plays the plains and passes. Blue Mana. 6 drop. Alright. Pass the turn. Blue Mana. Opponent, Forest. And Kaisail Cleric. Oh, okay. Black mana is mana at least. So how's all your stuff going, Liam? How goes the content? All right, pumps the party. Oh, it becomes a 3/3? Ew. All right, we take it. Down to 17. Well, Skydancer. Milieu. Blue mana, please. Alright, there's blue mana. That's good. Yeah, pass the turn. Yeah, we started with Arena, Goddard Hazard, but Arena, it's just not working. We tried to make it work, but it is imploding. It is an implodey kind of day for Arena, unfortunately. Rabid Bite. Yeah, I guess we can't actually stop that. Opponent getting in. I mean, eventually we can reanimate stuff. So, opponent hits us. 13. I'll dig for lands. Bottom, top. Untap. Play a land. Coral Helm Chronicler. Pass the turn. Alright, things are shaping up. It's working as it's supposed to. It's just not supposed to work very well. Alright, another Outrider. Gonna grow the Cleric. Combat. Well, Duelist. Shrink you. Milieu. Block you. Our opponent's party plan's kind of working. All of the landfall accidentally crushed the arena servers. I mean, arena has had issues on release day before, so it's not like a complete shock, but they're also usually not this bad. This is pretty extreme. Huh. Well, let's, I guess, thwart the graves. Thwart the graves is really strong. Double reanimation is pretty good. Milieu. Get back some dorks. Pass the turn. Yeah, thwart the graves is very impressive. Why do you think Arena is struggling when each new collection goes live? Can't remember the release date problem free. I don't know. It's also strange because that doesn't normally happen on Magic Online. Like, usually on Magic Online it's fine, so it is strange to me why it happens on Arena so consistently. Wow, opponent just trades it off? Alright, sure. Follow-up is a 5-4. I wish we could get rid of this cleric. Opponent passes. How do we fight through this? Ugh, down to 9. That's not much life. That cleric is ruining our day. So we can get back Chronicler. Cast Chronicler. Alright. And get back Chronicler. Cast it, go dig in. I mean, Moto is definitely a lot older and less flashy as well. Get a Null Priest. Play the Null Priest. When Moto Crash was 40 triggers, no one's surprised. No one expects anything better. That, I mean, Moto, yeah. Moto definitely has issues, too. I'm not sure why release is such a hard thing on Arena, though. It's a little... So I think that's part of the problem is, like... Release day is when everyone's hyped for the new cards, and a ton of people, like, want to play. So it's a pretty bad day for the crashes. Opponent plays the land, passes. I'll kick this. Get back. Blood Beckoning. Pass the turn. Our deck can grind. Yeah, we played some Scoot Swarm mutating for the preview stream yesterday. It's really sweet when it goes off. It's super sweet. Opponent gets in. Hits us. 9. Sure. Ooh. So we can't kill the big angel yet. Let's... Oh, so we just gotta stabilize. We gotta stabilize. How do we want to do this? So we can Blood Beckoning. Get back Null Priest and Duelist. Or do we wait until this goes in the graveyard so we can get that back too? Alright, this is fine. Let's just draw a Silencer. Kill the Cleric. I mean, if we can keep our opponent to one creature, then this Demonic Disciple can get rid of it. Moto the People's Client. I mean, if you're used to it, it is pretty smooth. And if you are not 100% free to play and you're willing to spend a little bit of money, it's actually less expensive too, especially with all the loan programs and so forth. That didn't work. Ooh, Cacophony. So close, so close. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, this flyer. This flyer's giving us all kinds of troubles. So this we can block, but we gotta not die to... Alright, Blood Beckoning with Kicker. Get back. Null Priest. Actually, no. We want it to die. Like, if Royal Mage dies, well, that might be too slow. I was thinking, like, Cacophony, get it back, Cacophony, but that might just be too slow, and we might already be dead. Kick Cacophony. Get back Duelist. Get back Null Priest. I mean, I guess we can also just mill our opponent out. With the help of Cacophony. Yeah, now kicking it is not actually doing anything. Now it's going to be worse to kick it in a minute. We're almost to the point where kicking it's less effective somehow. I guess we technically are now, right? We mill less cards if we kick it. Well, run out the Duelist. Mill our opponent. Trim down this damage. Opponent's down to 13. Oh, so close, so close. Opponent passes. Play a Swamp. Play Soaring Thought Thief. Go to combat. Attack. Opponent's down to 11. Yes, 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 that's what we needed. Oh, goodbye, Angel! And now the mill win is on. Oh, opponent should not have made that. They're 27. Why in the world did they make that block? Why? Why? Well, we'll take it. Draw card. Wow, that was a weird block. At 27 life, our opponent's saving 4 life, and they're going to lose because of it. If you want Moto to run smoother and faster, you can disable animations. Disable animations would be a sweet option to have on Arena. And opponent scoops it up. Yeah, I would like to have that as an option on Arena. Although I guess they said it causes all kinds of issues. Like if your opponent doesn't have them turned off, you still have to sit there or something. But yeah, that's something I learned on Moto a long time ago. Turn off the animations, turn off foils. Do you think that energy will actually be viable in Historic once Kaladesh comes back? Any guesses the extra spells they may curate in the remaster? Oh, well, guessing the extra spells is... I have no idea. Like, there wasn't really anything with Amonkhet Remastered that tied the extra spells into the set, other than, like, they did some art stuff, but it's not like they were somehow related to the theme of Amonkhet. So, guessing that, I have absolutely no idea. I think for energy, Historic's a pretty powerful format. I think the energy will be somewhat playable, but are my animations on? I thought it did, like, I think you can always see the foils, right? But doesn't it do like a swirly thing or something? If I don't know, maybe it's on, and I didn't realize it. I I don't know if energy will be insane. I think what could be insane would be a Marvel deck, but I don't know if the pieces will be there for it. Like, I feel like a Marvel deck could be really powerful. We do have Ulamog. We don't have Emrakul. We don't really have a secondary backup. Like, what's the second thing you're trying to spin into? So I don't know. I would say I think people will try energy mid range, but based on what we've seen from like Scarab God, other mid range type effects, I'm not actually sure how good it would be in Historic, because Historic doesn't seem to be about like fair mid range decks. I mean, I guess Omniscience is a hit, that's for sure. Oh, you're right. They are enabled. Interesting. Good call. How goes the stream, Squad Chief? Were you playing Belcher today? Were you the one that was, well, one of the people actually? I guess a lot of people were talking about Belcher. But were you belching? Belching in Modern? Ooh, oh, two Thought Thieves. All right, pass the turn. MTG is one of the most computationally complex games in human history. Yeah, I think there's actually been a little bit of research on that that Magic is real, actually, truly, really is. Oh, yeah. Let's wait. Get him for one. We could mill more if we ran out the second Thought Thief, but I do kinda like having Jawari Disruption out. We could have spent it last turn actually, and we ran out the Sky Dancer. Opponent. Dauntless Survivor, Growing the Dorks. Sure. Uh-huh. New land? Okay. Hits us. Down to 17. Well, the race is on. Rogues versus random cats, I guess. Mill our opponent. Untap. Land. Thought Thief number 2. This is going to turn them both on. This is going to speed up the clock. Get in, Milia. All of a sudden, we're hitting for 7 in the air, and the race is on, and the Rogues are winning. Rogues seem decent in limited. Opponent hits a land. We're out of action, but we have a fast clock in the air. Oh, wait. Not completely out of action. We still have a Force Spike. Yes. I don't know why it gives me such joy to get people with Force Spike. It gives me way more joy to Force Spike people than counter it with anything else. Like, Manitize Force Spike. I guess because it's so easy to play around that you really feel like you're getting... Ooh, a Shia. That you really feel like you're getting them. I know I actually read... I can't remember. I want to say it was like Harvard or something. But I know there was someone who did... some sort of research that said that Magic was the most complex game. Yeah. Go for it. Safe Magic-related links are always approved. Don't even have to ask about stuff like that. I mean, obviously, you can always debate studies, and it's looking at certain specific things. But it is kind of an interesting study. Opponent gets in. Hits us. 7. Yeah, I opened the link, and it should be good. It's like MIT. It was MIT who did it. Sounds like an MIT thing. Well, rogue ya. What do you think about rogues in standard, chat? Are they going to make it? Do you think they can actually make it? There was a video by Because Science is So Doing make Magic the Gathering a touring magic. Yeah, I remember that. That was pretty interesting too. I don't know why the link looks so weird, but it actually looks like a legit site. It's like MIT Technology Review, so I don't know why the link looks weird, but it seems I don't know, when I click on it, I'm still alive at this point. Are we doing pre-release draft on Moto because Arena was so buggy? Yeah, we actually started on Arena, but we started on Arena, we drafted. We played one game, Arena crashed again, and we switched to Moto because Arena's not up to the test today, unfortunately. Sadly. Although, I mean, I enjoy Magic Online too, so I'm okay with that. Rogue Tribal not. Rogue Flash seems like it could be good. Yeah, I think from the decks we played against yesterday, the rogue decks that seemed best were ones that had some rogues, but also a pretty heavy tempo plan. Like lots of counter spells, lots of interaction. The ones that were more filled with creatures, I was less impressed with. I will also say, I think the one drop 1/1 flyer is that card just looks so bad. I know other people think it's good apparently, but boy, that card just seems so bad. Every time people played it, it just seemed really not good. But maybe it's better than I'm giving it credit for. Well, get in, Milia. The worst braid of all time. Why do they in a world where cards are so powered up, why did they have to power down a braid? Why? Why? We have a new donation from opponent making land drops. Ooh, Nimble Trap Finder. All right, sure. Whoa! A big donation. McCary, $100 donation. Good lord. Yeah, we gotta not die to this. McCary 1210 with the $100 donation. Omnath has gained a color every time it's been printed. So next Zendikar will have 5C Omnath, then 0C Omnath when Eldrazi returns. What do you think? I don't know about the colorless Omnath. I mean, maybe. I do think there's a good chance that the next Omnath is 5 color. So, I don't know about colorless, though. Colorless Omnath would be weird. But I guess it's still possible. I'll play the Swamp. Get in Milia. We're still at 15. Opponent has almost got 8 cards in the library. Well, pass the turn. Thank you so much for the donation. What do you think about Omnath Tribal? Do you think Omnath Tribal... Right now we have 4 Omnaths. So mono green, 3-drop Omnath, big expensive Gruul Omnath, the one that was just in standard, the 4-mana one, and the new one. Do you think Omnath Tribal would be an intriguing, like, against the odds? Oops, all Omnaths. Getting in. 3, 4, 5... do we take it this turn? Alright, let's... oh, it's so close. Yeah, let's kill it. I don't think they're going to get a full party going. If they do, then you got us. That seems unlikely. Gotta go early tonight. Hey, see you, Max. We will be back Monday. And back to Constructed, of course. Tons of new decks for Standard and Modern, and probably some Pioneer and Historic. All those mixed in. So we'll be back on it Monday. Colony, no kicker. Disruption. Well, play Spare Supply. Draw a card. Play an island. Stay on defense. Opponent untaps. Yeah, Arena's just had a rough day. Unfortunately, Mono Green Omnath gets weakened in a 4-color deck. That's true. Unless you have, like, Dryad of the Ilsen Grove or something. Because it's just green mana, right? It doesn't have to be forest or anything. It just holds up green mana. Alright, opponent's going to get back some removal. Well, we will deliberate. Ooh. So mill for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Mill for half. Kick this, get it back. Yeah, that should do it. All right, put on top. Put on top. Untap. Land. Kick it. Mill you for 11. Get in. Mill you to 9. Can we stay alive long enough to get the mill kill? I think so, hopefully. We have another new donation. McKiri, 50 more down. McKiri, you are super generous. Thank you so much. Seriously, that is amazing. Oh, I should have read that. Okay. Oh, only one. Okay, that's better than I thought. Opponent gets and hits us. Down to 8. The race is on. McKiri with another $50 donation, which is absolutely insane. So if we kick this, we can jump. We should be fine. Yeah, kick it. Get back Cacophony. Well, you got to kill assist turd from 8 through a blocker, or else you're getting milled out. McGarry with a $50 donation, 3 and a colorless Robnath. Bringer of Eldrazi winner part 2. Okay, so, okay, like a Thought Knot Seer. Colorless mana doesn't empty from your mana pool. Colorless Eldrazi spells. Opponent, they're fighting. They're trying. But their library's emptying. Colorless mana doesn't empty from your mana pool. And colorless Eldrazi spells 3 less to cast. That's ridiculous. Opponent gets in. But their dream is dying at the hands of Cacophony. Cacophony. Well, this time we do not want to kick it. This is a weird kicker card because now if we kick it, we lose. It mills less if we lose. Library has been emptied. Soaring Thought Thief to send a message. Pass the turn, draw that card opponent, and the game will end. And that went spectacularly. So 3 and a colorless. Omnath Bringer of Eldrazi winner part 2. Colorless mana doesn't empty from your mana pool. Colorless Eldrazi spells cost 3 less to cast. What else can we do to make it 20/20 magic? I guess Annihilator forward hexproof. That sounds ridiculously busted. Boy, so I think our deck was actually insane. But we ran into an even insane-ier deck. Maybe insane is not the right words, but I think our deck was very strong. But we ran into the 5 Akum Hellhound deck in round 1 and just got absolutely crushed. All right, let's do... I don't know why we didn't get play points. That's very strange. I think we were supposed to. Maybe I just didn't see them or something. But, all right, let's do one. We'll see. We'll see how far we make it, but let's jump into another one. Technically draft number 3, counting our partial arena one. Insane-ier is definitely not the right word. I mean, it describes it. I feel like our deck was actually good, though. Like, I feel like our deck was solid. The Rogue plan felt really good, but boy, 5 Akum Hellhounds is ridiculous. Ridiculous. All right, so, wow. Huh. I guess, 6 boosters, 2 boosters. Yeah, alright. I mean, I guess that's not horrible, although it does mean you don't break even for going 2-1. Normally 2-1 breaks you even. But 2 boosters, you pay what, 12? 120? Wait, 12 ticks, 120 play points. 2 boosters like 80? Oh boy. Lendermonigon. I don't even know what it does in this format. It might not do anything. It's probably horrible. Lendermonigon. I don't even care. We're taking it. And we got another new donation. Like, I'm not even going to look at the rest of the pack. I'm not going to look. Gory Inverse with a $5 donation. What's your general opinion of evil investor Rudy types in Magic? Do you think the VIP and collector boosters are a good solution to these kind of whales? Or is it bad for the game overall? Ooh, thank you for the donation, Gory. And that's a really interesting question. Let me make this draft pick and we'll talk about it as we go along, because I think that's actually like really interesting topic. Thank you so much. Well, Lendermonigon, snap pick. So we're gonna want to take landfall stuff. Landfall is probably the easiest payoff. Let's get ooh, Landfall. That is a landfall thing, and actually just like a decent card. I think it's better than Canopy Baloth. Spyfield's Hatters, okay, better in constructed maybe than limited. I mean, I guess we just take Brushfire. Now maybe we will be the one with the Akum Hellhounds, with all the Hellhounds. Frost, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Next up, nothing in our colors. Like, really nothing. I mean, I guess this Bug Crasher is okay. So, what do I think of the evil investor types? And are collectors, boosters, and products like that a good way to cater to them? I mean, collectors have been in Magic forever. So, I don't actually... Are we just taking the Bug Catcher? I guess that's... If we're staying in these colors, Broken Wings is... I guess it's an okay sideboard card. I don't think I'd main deck it. Feed the Swarm is good, although a little painful. 3 colors is tough. I'm scared of 3 colors in this format. I honestly am. Although, this seems like a pretty good card. I mean, we could also be blue-green. We don't have to... Yeah, alright, let's take this Wind Rider. We could be blue-green as well. Like, we don't have to be... green-red just because we took this Brushfire Elemental. Mulligan 8-1! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. From this pack... Huh. So, I mean, collectors and investors have been in the game for pretty much as long as there's been a game. So, even though... Like, I think collecting and even investing in Magic is legitimate. I don't have a problem with that. I think some of the sketchy stuff is what bothers me, like the pump and dump type schemes and buyouts. I think are a big negative to player, and they're only possible because of like the reserve list and because of Baloth's fine. They're only really possible because of the reserve list and because of how sites like TCG are set up. So I don't mind investors or collectors. Like that's I think a legitimate part of Magic, but ooh boy, another Brushfire. Well, I mean, I guess this is a all systems go, pretty clear sign that we're supposed to be grueling it. Like, this is actually a really powerful card. Like, that can win games. So I guess this is going to our sideboard, and we're going Gruul. Landfall. Now we're the one with the Akum Hellhounds. Big fan says, started watching you on YouTube, and 200,000 cards later, I still have a fan. Oh, thank you so much, Mulligan to one. As far as the collector's products, I actually do like that as a way to cater to the collectors. I would prefer that... I don't really like cards that don't have other printings being collectible. I hate the reserve list. So I actually think that having collectible editions of cards, secret layers, collector boosters, $1 million VIP boosters, whatever, like, I feel like that's a good way to cater to that market because it doesn't hurt normal players. Like, it's not a negative to the average player. So I actually am very okay with that. I think there should actually be more, like, well, I don't want to say more because we already have 1 million products, but I wish Wizards focused more that way. Make those products for collectors, investors, whatever. Like, if a promo full art lightning bolt or a random, like, secret layer with weird art or whatever, if that costs $10,000, like, and it goes the other way too. Like, I saw so much complaining about, like, VIP boosters, about collectors boosters. I feel like, and I get that some of that complaining is because, especially with fetch lands, people feel like Wizards hasn't done enough to reprint cards. But I do think that we actually want Wizards to monetize cards that way. If Wizards will also keep reprinting cheaper versions of cards that are accessible for people. That's kind of my take on it. Thank you again for the donation. Molten Blast. 4 damage to a creature and X damage to its controller, where X is the number of creatures in your party. It's one of the removal spells. Both of them are kind of Meh. Alright, we'll take the blast. I don't even know. Dauntless Survivor is not landfall-y, but it's decent. We do want to be aggressive. This is definitely going to be an aggressive deck. I wonder about Tuk Rubble for. I wonder if that'd be good enough. Target creature power 2 or less can't be blocked this turn. Either that or Broken Wings. Well, we'll take it. I don't know if we play it, but we'll take it. What do you think about all that? Like, are people burnt out with all the collector products? What is your thought? Not Zaya, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you. Or Hiera, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you. Land enter the battlefield, 1 damage to each opponent. That does work well with our Ancient Green Warden. Spyfield Hazard, it is a land, which makes it powerful. I don't think we want to take another one of these. Lagak or Spikefield Hazard? Ooh. We'll take the flip card. I'll take the flip card. Our deck seems open-ish. And the flip cards are a way we can get more lands in our deck to trigger our Brushfire Elementals and our Green Warden. So they go up in value even more here. I like how collectors' products drive down prices of standard cards. Very much agree. But I hate how it feels like opening packs is a waste when collector boosters exist. I remember that feeling from... having masterpieces in standard sets. Yeah, it's awesome when you open a masterpiece, but it made every box, the cards were like so cheap and there was no hype. You were just like cracking 36 packs, like going to the back of each pack, like, is it a masterpiece? Okay, no, throw it away. Is it a masterpiece? No, throw it. Not literally throw it away, but you know what I'm saying. So I definitely know that feeling that you're talking about. It does make the normal stuff a little bit less exciting partly because they're less valuable and partly because they're not the cool versions, but yeah, I think the burnout might fall away eventually, like, once it becomes the norm. It's definitely been a big adjustment to just see so many products this year. So I think, in the past couple of years. So I think that's been an adjustment. What do we have, like, it's been almost a year since we first got Secret Lairs. So 2020 has been so many products. But next year, maybe it's just, like, kind of normal if it keeps happening. We have more donations. One coming in, Cleansing Wildfire. I don't know if we'll main deck it, but we'll definitely take it. From Not Hansy, pronounced Not Hansy. Oh, I nailed it. I actually nailed it. My name is pronounced Not Hansy. Like, Hansi. Not Hansi. Han, like in Han Solo. Ooh. Haze for Days. I don't know if that's actually playable. Thank you for the donation, Hansi. Tijuru Paragon. That seems like a good card. It's on curve. It can dig for a Elf, Cleric, Rogue, Wizard, Warrior, of which we have none, really, for the most part. But it's probably still our best card. Also, donation from Day in Wildfire, $2 donation. Professor did a great video on why the reserve list is crap. Shivan Dragon was being given away for free in starter decks, but an alpha starter Shivan Dragon is worth $5,000. Yeah, I think... So, that video, actually, I think... part of it I agree with, part of it I don't. Not Hansi. Welcome to the, with a gift sub to Steve Spam. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you. So, what are we taking here? Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you. Rabbit Bite would be good. Dauntless Survivor's fine. Probably just, is it just Paragon? I guess it's just Paragon. So, my feeling on that prof video is, yes, it's definitely true that alpha cards, beta cards, antiquities, legends, like that era, those cards, Wizards could reprint them a million times. It's not going to change the price. They could go to everyone's house that plays Magic and give them a reprinted Black Lotus, and Alpha Black Lotus is still going to sell for $20,000 or whatever. On the other hand, I think something that I wish Prophet talked about more in the video, or at least got into a little bit, was that isn't necessarily true of like the later era reserve list cards, because we've seen like Imperial Recruiter. I know it's not in the reserve list, but that one actually has dropped a lot in price. Sneak Attack, Show and Tell, some of that era of cards. So I think something like I think Fury will come back. Let's take Rabid Bite for now. Play to Geofude when a land enters the battlefield, gets +2/+2. So it's a 3/1, gets +2/+2 until end of turn. This is a 2/1 that gets a counter. I mean, I guess this is probably better. We do want to look for synergies with being able to bounce lands too. Because we saw when our opponent was playing that landfall deck, like when you run out of lands, things can go wrong in a hurry. So being able to get lands back to our hand has value. So yeah, so that's kind of my take on it. MTGGoldfish, are you the guy that owns the website? I am the content manager and main content producer for the site. Richard is actually the founder and owner of the site. Akiri, I don't know if we can splash it, but what else is there? This 5-drop Cleric? I mean, I guess it's okay. This is a very black pack. Not much for us. Alright. Sure. Reclaim the Waste might actually be worth it. There's another Cleansing Wildfire. I mean, I guess we could also just play all the Cleansing Wildfires and use it to target our own stuff, which is actually kind of hilarious. And that, like, build your own fetch land. Or do we take Reclaim the Waste? Cleansing Wildfire would come back. Let's take Reclaim. 2 lands for the price of 1 is pretty good. I feel like our... Boy, this thing's coming around like crazy. Well, Sizzling Barrage is good. I feel like our packs have gotten worse recently. Ooh, Kazandu Stomper enters the battlefield, return 2 lands to your hand. Alright, we'll take that. That seems decent. Taunting Arbor Mage, if it was kicked, all creatures block target creature this turn. Well, there's a Hellhound. Hellhound 1. We still need 5 more. Not Hanzi with the gift sub to Real Rager. Thank you so much for handing out all the gift subs. Definitely appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, we're going to be aggressive. Okay, this can pick up a land too. 2 damage to each opponent. 4/5 for 5. That's fine. I don't think we can play all these haste walls. Oh, so many. No one wants these haste walls. Well, get another landfall thing. We've seen like a million of these haste walls. Like infinite haste walls. We got a lot of 2-drops, which is good. We need more Hellhounds. We need many more Hellhounds. I mean, this deck seems fine. It seems super aggressive. Are we cutting? What are we cutting? We don't have as much removal as we'd like. So what's really good? We're about Ancient Green Warden. This picks up a land. This picks up a land. This isn't necessarily in our deck. Landfall, 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 landfall. Landfall. These are freebies because they come in the land slot. Not sure about Sneaking Guide. We got a lot of 2-drops. Decent 2-drop, decent 2-drop, decent 2-drop. More haste walls. We can play haste walls literally all day. Yeah, Arena is like halfway sort of functioning. Why does Moto Draft seem way more generous than Arena's draft? Does it seem more generous? I think it might just be... I don't think it actually is more generous. I think maybe it just seems that way. Defender... Flying. Kick it for 7. Well, let's take sneaks. We have another new donation. So many donations tonight, everyone. Thank you so much. From, wow, so many. Okay, we could play a whole bunch of those. If only those were hellhounds. Where's our hellhound? Oh, there it is. If only those were hellhounds instead of sneaking guides. From Fat Orzov, get $5 donation. Hey Seth, new fan here. Loving the content. Do you think that you'll make it exploring Tectonic Giant new standard anytime soon? It's my new favorite card after your Mardu Giant stream. Thanks for all the good stuff. Maybe. I would actually like to. I was very impressed with it during the in the Giant deck, so I would be down with. Can we move this at all? I would be down with playing some more Giants. All right, what are we looking for here? But yeah, thank you so much for the donation. Definitely appreciate it. Sanders PC, welcome to the Fishbowl. Verizol's really sweet, but we're not really the kicker deck. Scale the Heights is probably good just for the extra land drop. Finally seeing a crab would have been so good last draft, but we don't really just need a random 2-drop. I guess we just take Scale the Heights. That's a little weird, but we don't have any kicker stuff, right? Take another Stomper. We could take another Stomper. We already have one. Arena's like dying. I don't know if I'd say it's dead, but it's kind of just barely holding on at the moment. Kazul's Fury or Scale. All right, let's take Kazul's Fury. I really hope we get these Scale the Heights on the rebound or on the wheel. Cinderclasm, 2 damage to each creature if it's kicked 1 damage if it's kicked 2 damage. This does get us a land back to hand. Could take another random 2-drop. Card draw would be nice, not our colors. Hey, welcome, Alox. Good to see you. Hey, what's up, Dr. Wetbone? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Enters battlefield. Discard a card to draw a card. Man, let's take this. Oh, I don't know if we're playing any of this stuff. None of this seems very good. So Arena is just not working today. We have another new donation from Not Hunzi, $3 donation. Hey Seth, how do you feel about possibly doing a tabletop simulator EDH game with supporters and fans? Love the amazing content. Much love from your neighbor across the street. Tabletop simulator EDH game. Thank you for the donation, Not Hansi. What is, that's a Hellhound. We gotta take the Hellhound. That's what this was all about. What is tabletop simulator EDH game? Like, what is that? Like a camera type thing? Like webcam EDH, or is that something different? Choose a creature, put a counter on it for each creature in your party. Warrior. We just don't have a party. Let's take the Zendikar. The Zendikar seem like they could be good in our deck. Ooh. Cleansing Wildfire Part 2. I actually want to try Cleansing Wildfire and see if it's good. Tabletop simulator. Oh, it's a program. Oh, I see. Is it kind of like a cockatrice type thing or something? Kind of like an unofficial way to play? It's a Steam game. It's a physics simulator for board games. Okay, so basically like cockatrice or one of those type of things. That could be. I have never tried playing EDH like that. Oh yeah, so it's basically exactly like a cockatrice type format or type client. That could be interesting. I don't think I would feel comfortable streaming one of the unofficial clients. But for casual play, I think that's fine. I remember I used to use. It's been a while since I've used any of those, but I used to use them on Wednesdays. This was back in the pre-arena era. Wednesdays was downtime day for Magic Online, and that's just how much I love playing Magic. Because obviously you can't make content with it or anything, so Wednesday was my like cockatrice. Wednesday was my cockatrice day where we would where I would fire it up and get in some games that way because I couldn't do it any other way. How long are we streaming? That's a good question. So we're almost done with the drafting of this deck. We'll probably go until we lose a round. I think is my current plan. So if we go 3-0, we go 3-0. If we go 0-1, we go 0-1. So I think that's probably how we'll do it with this one. Kind of treat it like a single elimination draft. We got two. We got two Hellhounds, but we took everyone that we saw. So it's not really our fault that we only have two. That's the Magic God's fault. You literally moved the cards, though. Wait, what cards? Oh, and the simulator? It's literally a 3D simulator that you see the table in front of you. Wait, no. It's a 3... No. That's not Cockatrice. Cockatrice isn't a virtual reality 3D... I mean, that would be sweet. No, that technology doesn't exist. No, really. There's a Magic program where you like put on VR goggles and you transport yourself into a local game store and play like it seems like you're playing a real game of Commander. Wow, if that's not a thing, that should be a thing. That would make $1 million. That would make so much money. You can even flip it. I'll have to look into it. That sounds. I was thinking it was just like Cockatrice or something, but that sounds a little bit more in depth. Interesting. All right, let's build this deck. Google it quickly. What is it that you wanted me to Google? All right, what are we cutting here? So this is a land. This is a land. This is a land. This can count as a land. We don't need to play Sneaking Guide. Cleansing Wildfires, we'll see if they make it. Barrage in. The 2-drops are all good. Moan Blast is bad, but we probably got to keep it. So 20, 21, 22. Maybe we are going to play him. I don't know if that's a good idea or not. Add lands. Oh, that's close. We have another new donation from not Hanzi. $3 donation. I can send you a DM through Discord to their Discord if you'd like. Yeah, sure. Send it to me and I will check it out at some point. It sounds interesting for sure. I feel like we need one more land. What are we cutting to get one more? Maybe we go one Cleansing Wildfire. Cleansing Wildfire is probably actually too cute, and we do want to hit our land drops. All right, here we go. Landfall, Landermonicon. Let's get in there. Yeah, Arena's had some black screen issues and just all kinds of issues. We tried to draft out Arena tonight, and it just wouldn't do it. It wouldn't do it. So, all right. We're the one with the Hellhound. We're the one with the Hellhounds. We're coming for you, opponent. Boom, boom. Hellhound, go. Bring it. Bring it, white-black deck. Can you stop a Hellhound? That doesn't stop a Hellhound. Well, Hellhound. Forest. Grow the Hellhounds. Get in. It feels pretty good to be the one with the Hellhounds. Hit you down to 18. Hey, thank you to Oddsy. Put it. Yeah, that's the main reason we have it, is just for extra landfall triggers. Maybe we should be playing both of them. Opponent gets in, it's a staying aggro. Sure, down to 18. Passes. Well, play a land. Grow the Hellhounds. Go to combat. Attack ya. Down to 14. We're kind of running out of lands, though, which is scary. Skyclave Geopeed, go. I'm kind of surprised they actually printed a red Step Links. I guess I think it's cool. I'm excited to try it in Modern. It seems like a really cool... we'll see if it's good, but I am excited for it. Excuse me. Opponent vanquishes. Ooh. Alright, that's a lot of toughness. Can we... if we don't draw lands, that's bad news. That's real bad news. Opponent. Alright, that's a land. I'll play the land, grow the Hellhounds. Play Legak. Go attacking. Hit ya. Opponent blocks. Drops to 13. 2 more lands. Once we get 2 more lands, we'd pick up our lands with Stomper. And now we can Greenward and stuff's going to get sweet. We're close. Yeah, maybe we should just be playing both of the wildfires. Opponent... Feed the Swarm down to 12. And Sejiri Shelter. I'll play the land. Ping it, grow the dorks. Rabid Bite. Go to combat. Attack ya. Hit ya. Almost there. Opponent down to 9. Think I play Wildfire over the new Open the Gates. I think we play both of those. Why are we playing Motor, not Arena? Arena's not working today. we tried to play Arena, but Arena is just giving up. Alright, so we miss our land drop. I'll get him with a little gag. Yeah, that's a good block. Well, Scythe Cat. Go. Opponent. Oh yeah, you're right. It was set up for arena streaming. And then we moved the chat partway through. And we lost Card Kingdom for the moment. Apologies to our awesome sponsor. Phone it passes. Well, that works. Kick it. Get a couple lands. Play a land. Trigger, trigger, trigger. I don't think we attack this turn, though. I think we wait. We wait and land Harmonicon next turn, and that's when things become spectacular. Opponent. Mills us. Sure. Mill some lands for our land Harmonicon. Ooh, 2 of them. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, mill friend. Opponent. Amira Captain. Gonna grow the dorks. Tried to party. But bad news for our opponent is we have land Harmonicon. Play Kazuul's Fury. So we can pick it up next turn. Double up our triggers. Start growing our dorks. Ping you, ping you. Grow you, grow you, grow you, grow you. And, do we even attack? I think we just wait. We just wait. We're at 16. Actually, opponent has a fast clock in the air. Let's get in with the Hellhound. Keep the pressure on a little bit. It's working. The land Harmonicon's working. Opponent double blocks. Well, we want to kill. We want to kill this flyer. Move. There you go. Kill the flyer. Ooh. All right. Last card keeps it alive. Opponent's fighting the good fight. Is it enough? Will it be enough? Maybe. Natanzi! Yacht. Roiling in the boats. Well, thank you so much for the $3 donation. An opponent gives up, cannot beat the landfall. All right, do we really want another cleansing wildfire? That worked so well, though. That worked very well. You know, we're going to run it back. We're going to run it back. No changes. Keep it going. Oh, yeah. This is a sneaky reach creature. Let's look at this creature. Does Ancient Greenworm deserve to have reach? Why does it have reach? All right. This is not the most exciting start, but we'll keep it. We need green mana. Cazul's Fury, go. I guess we can Cleansing Wildfire into it, awkwardly. Opponent, healer. Well, that's not the fullest of values, but get a forest, draw a card. We did fix our mana. I mean, I guess it's kind of tall. We didn't get to see the art. Hopefully we draw it so we can look at the art. Opponent gets it. It's us. To 18. Play a land. Play Scythe Cat. Pass the turn. Opponent. Hits us. Sure. 15. Passes. Now play the land. Grow the Scythe Cat. One, two. Yeah, kick this. Get a couple lands. Pass the turn. No attacks. Opponent's penis down, but I think we're stabilizing. Arena finally works. Oh boy, it's been a long day for Arena. This has been going on since 1 o'clock or something, so it's been like 8 hours, 9 hours. So ridiculous. Now tell me Wildfire isn't great. It fixes, it cantrips, extra land, instant sorcery for blue-red. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it does. It can definitely offer some value, that's for sure. I don't know about great. I don't know if I'd go as far as say great, but it did feel good fixing our mana there. Ooh. Tabarax. Alright, that's a bit of a concern. I guess we can kill it at some point. So, play a land. Bite Tabarax. Skyclave Geopede. I don't think we attack this turn. Next turn, the beatdown's coming for you. It is coming for you. Been a while since I've caught you live. Happy to see you're okay. Hey, Quitter Gaming. It's been a while since I've seen you. I'm glad you're doing well, too. Good to see you. Opponent. Gonna try to drain us. Sure. No attacks. I'll play the mountain. Grow the dorks. Scale the heights. Play a land. Grow the dorks. Dauntless Survivor. Grow the dork. Attack. Pressure's on. Hit you for 15 past the turn. And that's without Land Harmonicon. Opponent. Oh, we got another donation from Anchovies. $3 donation. Think I forgot about you. I was hoping. I really was. Down to 8. Down to 7. Thank you, donation. I mean Anchovies. Opponent. Landfall thing. Drains us. Ooh, are we going to die? Land passes. I'll play a Hellhound. Play a land. Trigger, trigger, trigger. Go to combat. Attack you. Opponent takes it to 8. Well, Stompy. Pick it up, pick it up. All right. We got the fling kill for next turn, potentially. Opponent, can you kill us or our big stuff? Or do we get to fling them? I did have to eat anchovies, and it was as disgusting as I could have imagined. Probably more disgusting, actually. Opponent passes. One, two, three, four. Lagak. Mountain. Ping you. I mean, we just go for it, right? Fling ya? Yes! It worked! We played it, we picked it up, we flung it, we landed Harmonicon. That went really well. That was a pretty dominating performance. Tijuana Joe, welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, on to round 2. We're going this one till we lose. 1-0 with the landfall. Can we get 3 wins? Do we succumb or scumble? Do we scumble in round 2? We're about to find out. This hand's a scumble. We're gonna mulligan that. All right, that's better. Yeah, put Fury to the bottom for now, I guess. All right, opponent. What are you up to? Can you stop the landfall? That felt really good. Maybe landfall's a good archetype, because we got crushed by landfall earlier, too. Cleansing Wildfire. Well, Hellhound, go. Opponent. Expedition Skulker. Well, play the cave, pump the Hellhound. Get in for 2, pass the turn. Oh, it should say different things. I think it just hasn't updated yet. There you go. There's a little bit of a delay sometimes, like 10 seconds. Fireblade Charger for our opponent. We have a new donation from Saffron Olive's Beard. I remember anchovies like a horrible nightmare. Yes, you do. Scavenger Blade. +2/+0. Alright. That is awkward. Like, we can kill this, but then it kills our Hellhound? Oh, wait. We got a plan. So we play the land to pump the Hellhound. This is cute. Then we cleansing Wildfire the land to pump the Hellhound. Then we kill that thing. Oh! Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, well, that's a punt. I mean, I guess it's fine. We still did shenanigans. It exiles! Yeah, you're right. It exiles, so that was a unnecessary in a punt. Oh, and we lose our Hellhound anyway. After all that, we still lose our Hellhound. All right. Well, opponent gets in, it says. Sure. Play Scythe Cat. And a mountain. Opponent's down to 2 cards. That's the good news. Thank you so much for the donation, Beard, and for hanging out on my face, opponent. Yeah, I think Thundering Spark Mage gotta be one of the best cards for limited in this set, I would assume. Unless Party's just horrible, but... Alright, opponent. Opponent seems to have a pretty good party deck. Drains us to 10. And we can't even really block effectively. Party's up to 3. Equips. Ugh, I think we're going to have to block. This isn't great. Yeah, we got to block. On the back foot. Down to 8. And. Well, let's reclaim the ways. Get a forest. Play the forest. Boy, Molten Blast is so bad. It's so bad. About it. You're going to equip, sure. Well, we will blast it, kill it. We have another donation. They just keep coming in tonight. Green screen is broken. I love when Seth thinks my problem is fixed, but yet I'm still messing up. That happens a lot. Kind of an embarrassingly often amount of time. Green screen. Thank you for the donation, though. Pick it up to ya, pass the turn. Can we claw our way back into this game? You've seen the Lander Monocon combo decks. Yeah, we played it a little bit at the preview stream yesterday. Nahiri's lithoforming can do some pretty crazy things. Pretty now, Spark Mage's text doesn't say opponent controls at the end, so you could end up killing one of your own creatures if your opponent had nothing. I thought their new design philosophy tried to avoid that. Wait, how would you... Wait, I'm so confused. How would you end up killing one of your own creatures? Oh, Spark Mage. When it enters a battlefield, it deals X damage to target creature, planeswalker. You're actually correct. I'm surprised that it is worded like that too. Well, Dauntless Survivor. Put a counter on it. Paragon. Spikefield Hazard again. Picked it up for no real reason. Replayed it. About it. Opponents got off to an aggressive start. Yeah, it's true. Like, well, I guess the thing is... Huh. Yeah, I guess that is just true, isn't it? You could have to kill your own creature. When it enters a battlefield, it deals X damage. Yeah, it's not a May or anything. Interesting. Very interesting. About it. Bazzing. I don't land. Stomper. Pick him up. Up. Well, pick one up at least. Yeah, pick up one land. I don't like where we're at now. We got another new donation from Jace is dummy thick. $3 donation. My eyes are up here, Veraska. What? Well, thank you. Well, thank you. Thank you, Jace. Well, that was one of the best party decks I've seen. That was impressive. That was very impressive. Good lord. All right. That was well, I mean, that's what party can do. When it swings in party's way, it's really good. But I guess the opposite is that if it's doing any considerable amount of damage, you're obviously hit on board. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's intentionally supposed to be a drawback to keep it from being too powerful. It is kind of cool that it calls back to FTK. I remember doing that with Flame Tongue Coffee and Cube before. Just like not being used to playing with cards worded that way anymore because it's been so long, and just be like, I need an attacker, run it out on an empty board, and just kills itself. You're like, oops, oops, maybe I shouldn't have done that. Arena's back to playable. Oh, that's good. Now that we're nearing the end of the stream, Arena's back. Well, I'm glad it's back though. That'll be good for next week and for recording against the odds and so forth. Opponent, tap land. Oh, we need green mana. Green mana. Yeah, what a weird day for Arena. Alright, Pack Beast, well, you will die. Actually get exiled. Oh no! All the red sources in the world. Opponent. Plays a land. Sure. I feel like this thing could be good in the right deck, but I still feel like if it is going to be good, you're going to be so far ahead that it... Oh, no. Maybe we shouldn't have kept this. Maybe it was too greedy to keep this hand. We are certainly getting punished for keeping it. Opponent. Combat. Hits us. Down to 17. Tap land. Oh, dear. Passes. Not like this. Not like this. This is not the ending we wanted for Land Nirvanicon. About it. Gets in. Hits us. 14. If we don't draw green mana soon, it's going to be too... Oh. The rub-ins. Okay. Well, sure. That's unfortunate. Pass the turn. Clevis! Welcome to the Fishbowl. Thank you so much for your subscription. Big super cheer for you. About it. Removal. Kills it. Oh, we are the mono red rule deck at the moment. We have another new donation. They keep coming tonight from Typhoid Rats. $3 donation. I dare you to utter end me. Oh, thank you, Typhoid. I appreciate it. Yes! Oh, yes, yes. Oh, they're both wizards. Oh, this would have been it. This would have been it. It should have been it. Opponents realizing it. They're thinking, you see the wheels turning in their brain. Like, oh, no. Oh, no. But it doesn't matter because there's only one. Oh, so close. It does work that way, though. It's been confirmed. Well, boy, it's so bad. All right. Kick it. Whiff. Pass. Turn 7's a little too late to start casting your stuff. Yeah, I didn't want to bounce a land. We didn't really have any use for it at the moment. And, we actually have like 6 drops and so forth, so opponent has a removal spell. Has Blood Priest. Yeah, it looks like it's just going to take us too long to actually start playing Magic. And that's a sad way for it to end. A very sad way. So we're just straight up dead, right? Scale the heights up to 6. Yeah. Oh, what a sad way to go out. The good news is, this limited format's really sweet. I actually, was surprised at how fun this limited format was. It seems really fun. You can do lots of cool things. You can be aggressive. You can be slower. Joseph Stalin with the $3 donation. Quit stalling and press F6. Oh, thank you, Joe. I appreciate it. Oh, but so we couldn't arena tonight. It wasn't possible. Arena some reports that maybe it's getting back on track and starting to work again. So that's sweet that it seems to be improving. So get on Arena and have some fun with that. We will be back. Oh, good game, Shadow Cloak. We got a little. I guess maybe we shouldn't have kept that. We just didn't Everdraw Green Source until it was too late. But on that note, I think that brings us to the end for tonight. So Monday streams are back next week. Starting at 2 Eastern on Monday. Gonna be playing lots of Constructed, new Standard, new Modern, new Pioneer, new Historic, all that stuff. So it's gonna be super fun. Also, already working on new stuff as far as videos, so keep an eye out for all that too. Gonna have some sweet against the odds and budget magics and so forth coming up. So that stuff is all on the way. In the meantime, quick reminders, replay YouTube. That's where you can find the old streams, normal YouTube. Tons of stuff going out on the normal YouTube, top 10 countdowns, all that stuff. Also, tomorrow, remember, Commander Clash on the MTGGoldfish Commander YouTube. So check that out if you have not seen it already. And if you're interested in the Commander channel. Most importantly, a reminder, well, actually, a couple more things I forgot. One more reminder that our sponsor tonight is Card Kingdom, and if you haven't pre-ordered your Zendikar Rising stuff yet, you can get it over at cardkingdom.com. Even get a free Scoop Soldier sticker, so thank you so much to Card Kingdom for supporting the show. Most importantly, thank you to all you. Y'all are amazing. I know we don't do Limited that much. It's a little different, weirder than normal. But thanks for hanging out for Limited. It was super fun. Hopefully you had fun watching it and doing it because I thought it was super fun. So anyway, that brings us to end for tonight. We will be back on Monday to have more fun playing some Standard. Until then, have a wonderful weekend. I love y'all. I definitely appreciate ya. Have a great weekend. Have a great night. I'll see you on Monday. And yeah, I'll talk to you soon.